All right, good morning, everybody. If you can hear me and if the mic sounds good and the audio sounds good, if you could hit that number 1, that would be great. Again, if you can hear me and if the mic sounds good, hit that number 1, please. Jocko, Maddie, Amarius, Kevin. Still need that final one. I like always to get 5 ones at least. Gurpreet, OJ, Candlestick, perfect. All right, thank you. Very quickly for I officially stop or get started here. If you want, or if you're watching this in the archive, thank you very much. But also to be very upfront, if you want to have something to continue to watch in the archive, then this is totally viewer supported, and the best way to support the stream is to save yourself money at the same time by using code CLAY. With any of these prop firms, that is all caps. So CLAY, it is case sensitive, all caps. But I recommend I Love Take Profit Trader. They're actually running a good deal right now at 50% off, no activation fee. All these other prop firms, though, whatever current promotions and deals they're running, again, code CLAY will give that for you. So you are literally saving yourself money while at the same time helping to support a stream that you enjoy watching. For everybody that is here live right now, thank you very much. For everybody that has used code CLAY and continues to use it, you are the reason why not only do I show up on a routine basis every single day. I don't think I've missed a day for over a year now, but also just because why it stays ad-free. So yes, code CLAY. It does have practical implications for sure. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. It is Friday, August 21st. The year is 2026, and August is almost gone, which is kind of weird. It's still bizarre. I could have sworn I was just giving everybody a warning. Hey, be careful out there. You need fingers to trade, so please don't blow off your fingers. This Independence Day. Man, and now that's just like so far away. I don't know. Time flies. Correct. Yeah, code CLAY. Again, to be specific, it's CLAY, all caps. But yes, 50% off and no activation fee at Take Profit Trader. Again, any of the prop firms, whatever the deal they're advertising to you, code CLAY will give you that deal. But Steph, appreciate you asking just to make sure. Vincent, that name does seem familiar. Hey, good morning, One Steel. Blue 3 Vel is going all out, but the money I made on broke out. I'm breaking. Yeah, I like how those numbers work. Yeah, this morning was there again. I can't say I have a lot of complaints about the movement today because there was definitely some movement. I mean, we got 100-point swings here. Have things slowed down a little bit here, yeah, but it was still a pretty active morning. Hey, good morning, Slay. So how are all your days going so far? Red, green, terrible, fantastic, blue an account, pass an account, qualified for a payout. Okay, actually a potential short here. This area has rejected the price before. I'm in. Take a little scalp there. Nice job, John. Do you know if I can try? Do you know if I can try it for? I'm not sure what you're asking. I think you have some typos in there, Emrod. Hey, good morning, Evan. Whole week has been crap for me. Yeah, you sound like me last week. This week's been fine. Monday, if you were here for Monday stream, that was very rough. But if you were here for all the other streams, they've been fine. But yeah, I know how you feel, Slow Morrow. I know how you feel. That was that was me last week. So right now, it seems like this is the channel. So for the trade the range people, the channel traders, I'm assuming that's kind of sort of what they're probably trading, somewhere right around there. Yeah, sorry, can I don't know what it is. You said, do you know if I can try it for something 1 month? Like if I get it and cancel it, like can you define it, please? I'm not sure. I'm not sure your definition of it in this situation. It is pretty broad. Take Profit Trader. Would I still be able to? Okay, I think I'm still. What do you mean? If you cancel it, why would you still be able to use it? I mean, yeah, you can try it in the sense of the prop firm by just purchasing an account, and if you blow up that account and you don't like it, then just cancel the account and then you're done. I still think. Hey, thank you, Slow Mara. I'll pass that along to him. The slow uncle. Cancel the subscription and still use. Okay, I think Maddie maybe answered what you're asking. Another solid day up 450. Good job, Evil. But yeah, I did get the email this morning from Take Profit Trader. They're still dug in. They're still claiming Monday is the last day. Again, this is pure speculation on my part. So if it doesn't happen, don't get upset at me. But if I were forced to guess, I think they'll extend it. Due to popular demand, we're going to extend it another, I don't know, maybe to the end of the week or something like that. But again, that is pure speculation. I have no inside info. So if you want to roll the dice, be my guest. Nano contracts. Oh, I have no idea. I have not been paying any attention to nano contracts given I have zero. They make zero sense to me. So yeah, I have not followed that at all. So maybe, I guess maybe Monday. I suppose this could be maybe viewed as a top of a channel-ish. Clay, I got some news that will get you mad. Well, I don't know if I want that news then. I just started the stream 7 minutes ago. I don't know if I don't know if I want to get mad 7 minutes into the stream. Monday? Okay. Well, for those of you that care about the nanos, I guess Monday's the big day. Do I want to try another short here? So I guess not guess. I mean, we do have kind of an overarching bear pennant right now. That's the news. The news is that you have news that'll get me upset. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that news. That'll make me upset. Thank you. I'm going to try and swing every night on nanos for testing. Might be nice for testing. Yeah, I could see that, I suppose. Hey, Toad, good morning. There's just, yeah, I don't. So what makes this hard is, okay, if I get short here and then I put my stop above that candle, well, now I'm right in front of these highs. I'm right in front of the 50 SMA. All right, well, let me get my stop up here. Well, now my entry point's here. My stop is way up there. I don't know if I want to try that. So that's, it's just, I don't see how I can make this work right now. Well, Clay, you can make it work by just clicking short. I mean, that's true. I could make the short work by clicking short. I guess what I'm trying to say is shorting in what I would argue is a responsible or a logical way. Ooh, ES right now. Pretty nice bounce up. Right at the VWAP and 21 EMA. So for you ES folks, I don't know, maybe some sort of short right there. Is this a dead cat bounce? Hey, good morning, Dan. Nanos for props, dumb at these prices. Nanos for multi-day swing cash accounts. Is it though? like at 20 cents a point, and you take a swing trade for 1,000 points times point. I mean, so you take a swing trade, you nail the swing trade, you get 1,000 points on the swing trade, and you're at $200. I mean, like I said, I guess, but I think we can all agree I was being pretty gracious in assuming people are nailing 1,000-point swing trades. That could take, multiple days, at least a couple weeks. I don't know. But hey, you know what? We all have our different jams. If nanos like change your life for the better, I'm all for it. I'm all for your life getting changed for the better. Hey, Daniel. Good morning, Johnny. Oil chilling up. What's gold doing? Gold still. What's anybody? I got it. What are bonds? Or I guess I can check this out. What are bonds doing today? My G cow still. Love it. Love it. Look at my G cow go. Moo. This is my favorite ETF in my investment portfolio right here. This is Clay, what's your favorite ETF? This one right here. It just makes sense to me. Let's check out the TLT. So back down, which means rates are, yeah, I don't know. The bonds are drinking. I don't know what the bonds are doing. No, not those bonds. Not those bonds. That's a Kyle joke. You can do better. Be better. Reward. Be better. I do be having overarching ideas of where the market will move, and it doesn't do it until later in the week, month. But nanos. Hey, I like I said, nanos to me don't make a whole lot of sense right now, but the world does not revolve around me. So just because they don't make sense for me, just because I can't envision them having a place in my approach to the market, that doesn't mean that they couldn't have a place in your approach. Okay, maybe a short coming up here. They might not. Oh my goodness. Reward and Kyle are just, if they're not if they're not brothers, like, or let me put it this way. If they already know they're brothers, that's fine. But if they're under the impression that they're not brothers, I would highly recommend a blood test, because this is getting, I mean, the baboonery is just too genetically close to not, for these guys to not be brothers. And when I say guys, I mean baboons. I mean, this is the internet. So for all we know, they are brothers. They know that they're brothers. That's a possibility. But if in the event that they don't think they're brothers, or maybe who knows, maybe one of them grew up, never had a brother, and they're always like, I wish I had a brother. Well, I have good news. You do. We found him. 10-year bonds rated 4.7 is all-time high. I thought they bumped their head on 5% at one point. Maybe that could be a lie, though. Yeah. Yeah. It's actually getting very squirrely out there in the world. Not that, like, I'm a doomsday person, but yeah. I'm just glad that I own some physical assets. I'll just put it that way. Because, man, come for the trading. Yeah, that's right, Toad. Come to get offended. I'm also here to offend. I'm here to try to talk trading. I'm here to maybe try to make you laugh every now and then. I'm here to offend you. The past week and a half, we've gone far and wide to seek out people to offend. 4.75 was the all-time high. I don't know, for some reason I thought 5% was the all-time high, but I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm just making that up. What is all-time high for 10-year Treasury bond? Yeah, okay, so I'm not crazy. I was wrong, though, too. The all-time high for the U.S. 10-year Treasury note is 15.2. That was, yeah, back in the 80s. Yeah, so, yeah, 4.7 is not, well, I don't know if you said all-time high. Oh, yeah, reached all-time high again, so no. But like I said, we were both wrong, because I thought the all-time high was like 5%, so no. No. That was like my parents. I remember that, like, interest rates for a mortgage were like 12%, 13%. Yeah, we're not gonna go down that, Evan. It's a very straightforward topic, but at the end of the day, it's just one where it's one based out of entitlement, right? That's ultimately where everything stems from. What are people entitled to? You know, that's and then that's where the kind of disagreements come into play. But yeah, we're not going to open up that can. Clay, do you like turtles? I think you asked me this before, and I answered, and to my same answer, I like turtles that do karate and that live in the sewers of New York City. So it almost makes me think, JSCR, you might be a bot. In fact, JS Krilla, can you type ABC, please, real quick? I feel I'm entitled to stale. Well, then you go get yourself a skill set that allows you to buy stale Twinkies. Or I guess just obtain the skill set to make Twinkies and then let them go stale. Who doesn't like? Okay, he is. He is real. Did you not ask me that a few days ago? Maybe you pulled one of these, which you know, still always is confusing to me as a live stream. Somebody sits there, types on the live stream, and then they hit enter, and then this is what it looks like on their end. Boom. That was your first comment? Really? Okay. Somebody asked me a few days ago about turtles. Is this some like new trend or something? Go around the internet, ask people about turtles? But anyways, thank you. I'm glad he still replied. So JSCR did not pull that maneuver. But some people here have. You ask the live streamer a question, they answer it immediately, or they ask you a follow-up question for clarity, and then there's no reply. It'll never totally make sense to me. Especially the people that type like multiple paragraph questions. And then you never hear from them again. It's like, what was the point of typing all that? Speaking of turtles, look at the turtle VWAP. I only use the baboon VWAP. I think the turtle VWAP is a little overrated. By the way, look at the magic bean indicator. Bounced right off it, as always, as promised, as guaranteed. There it is. Okay. Okay, we're right at the 21 EMA right here. We're right at these highs. Okay, I want to see how this candle finishes, and then I'm going to look for some confirmation here. I'm not going to just short. Hindsight will be the judge on if this is a stupid decision on my part or not. Hey, what's up, Nero? Good morning. Happy Friday. This week went by kind of fast. All right. You think what humans are entitled to changes with the economy, like the group of citizen economy, so they're entitled to less than a nation who are... I think you're entitled to what your skill set allows. Okay, I think you're entitled to, good question. I think you're entitled to, let me think about this. what your work ethic and skill set afford you. Which is why trade is actually a good thing, right? If my skill set and work ethic produces a lot of strawberries, and then somebody else's work ethic and skill set produces a lot of walnuts, then you know what? Hey, you want to trade? I'll give you some strawberries, you give me some walnuts. Now we both have two things. Sure, one of us only are devoted our time and skill set to this one thing, but because of trade, we now have two. That's why trade's a pretty cool thing. But yes, what are you entitled to? Ultimately, what your work ethic and skill set affords you. There you go. That's what you're entitled to. Clay, do you use 10 or for, no, I do not. Citadel sold 80% of the portfolio they got from Leopold. Oh yeah, Leopold. I always see Leopold and I think of Scopes. For any of you Second Amendment people, you probably know what I mean. You get that joke. But Leopold, you're talking about that hedge fund guy. The risks of leverage. The risks of leverage. I was thinking about a VWAP short, but it would not have failed me. In fact, I'd be very frustrated right now because it got very close to hitting VWAP, but did not. So in a weird... Okay, I'm going to put my order back up there, though. There we go. Yeah, they are. I think they're pretty good optics. I got a couple of Leopolds myself. Come on. I'm trying to get short at the red line. Stop is the green line. Hey, disciplined. And it's not going up far enough, apparently. Be patient. Be patient. Okay, here we go, maybe. I am short. Let's see if the VWAP wants to smack it down or not. Hey, good morning, Southpaw. Have a couple targets down here. Let's see what happens. Again, we have this congestion area right here. We have some highs. We have the VWAP. So we'll see if this is still a rejection area or not. If it's if the bulls are going to fight through, well then props to them. I'll be taking a losing trade. Yeah, look at all this. Such a small. Well, that's obviously not the way I was hoping that battle would break, but it did. So I suppose there's still a little hope for me, but not looking good. And I am stopped. All right. On to the next one. Okay. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm gonna try it again. Short at the red line. Okay, okay, we're back to like 2 weeks ago in the chat now. Chat is just dead quiet. Remember, I'm here because you guys are fun to hang out with. If there's nobody to hang out with, it's not very fun. But Clay, that's unreasonable. I never said this was a reasonable complaint. In fact, I'll argue it's unreasonable. All right, because I get, well, Clay, I'm trying to trade. Clay, I'm at work. Clay, I'm trying to watch my kids. Clay, fill in reasonable response. Don't care. Again, which makes me the unreasonable person. I agreed. That is my claim. I am making an unreasonable complaint right now. Talk in the chat. If it gets quiet, it gets boring. So I guess I got a little back on that one, but yeah, what a little dirty rat move this has been. That could, yeah, that might, who knows, bring some people on from chat. That could get interesting. Basement, I need to circle the spots. I need to circle the humps, and then the actual guy, the owner, is going to come by personally and do it. So I'm giving him one more try, one more chance. I had a chicken die yesterday. How'd it die? Raccoon or something? Hawk? Anyone know turtles all the way down? Never heard of that one. How many strategies or setups do you have in your mind? Oh, well, I mean, figure out one setup you like. Well, what setup do I use? I don't know, the one that you like. Well, how do I determine that? You get out there and experiment. We all have different risk tolerances. One trader's turd is another trader's gold bar. Nobody can tell anybody, hey, this is the setup. No, there is no the setup. There are only the setups for each individual trader. So yeah. Old age. No. Well, I guess it was a good life then. Okay. CAD locks. Yes, if you have multiple pro accounts, you do need to trade them at least once a week. But there is no time frame in which you need to activate the pro accounts, which makes Take Profit Trader really nice. But yes, if you do activate multiple accounts, you will need to make multiple trades. Hey, Timbo, morning Mitt. Look at 2 minute. If 2 minute is big, 1 minute, first 1 minute has to be similar or similar than second one. That's a legit push towards that bias. It's like trend momentum. Look at it. Okay, appreciate those thoughts. I'll tell you this though, Tez Deep again, a lot of words, big description, much appreciated. But to try to make this efficient, save yourself and your fingers some time. If you want, what we like to do around here is just give trade plans with 3 numbers. That way we can see exactly what is being meant. So I think I know what you mean, but if you just gave a trade plan with those 3 numbers, then it becomes very clear of like what, or let me put it this way, it would show us how you would make money from what you just described there, which ultimately is what trading's all about, right? Don't get me wrong, observations are good, observations are part of the process, but like an observation doesn't make you any money. Your trade plan makes you money, and your trade plan should come from the observation. But like if your observation is like, for example, buy the dip, it's like, okay, that's your broad observation, buy the dip. But then the trade plan would be like, okay, well, where are you going to buy the dip, right? Where are you going to put your stop loss? Because maybe it's not a dip, maybe it's a full-blown reversal. Do they really mulch male chickens? And when are we going to get ours? Probably this spring, I would assume. We first got to get the house built. The house is, I don't know. I feel a little cranky, a little grumpy. I can't say for sure, but I was told, the trim guys told me, I have you booked out mid-August. Cool. We should be right on track. And man, the drywall guy, I wrote him pretty hard. I'm like, listen, let's go. Are we still on set? I was probably obnoxious, but I wanted to, keep the timeline. And to give the drywaller Mark, he'll listen like 30 minutes a day. So we'll see. Mark, if you're listening right now, again, thank you, brother. You did a great job. Mark did his thing. It was done by mid-August. Trim guys, nope, not here. So yeah, I'm a little cranky, I think, because of that. Slow grind up. I hope not. I mean, I guess I don't really care where it goes, but I guess what I'm saying, hope not, is like the nature. Hopefully it's not a slow grind. How many? I don't know how many chickens we're going to get. I don't know. We're still trying to figure, like last night, my wife and I were looking at garage doors, okay? So we are not anywhere close to figuring out those details as numbers of chickens or types of chickens. We're just in the broad idea of chickens. Our mind is, our brain power is focused, when we find the brain power, after the kids go to bed and some brain power can free up. Garage doors. We figured out the garage doors. Hey, John. Even garage doors. Goodness. There's like 8 million different. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Yep. The intraday. Exactly. The intraday drawdown stops once you hit your buffer. And then there you go. Hey, Daniel. I have no. Yeah, exactly. Even after the kids go to bed, it's like, okay. Let me start afresh. Which is why I really like waking up early in the morning. Kind of you get some quiet time, let your brain do some things. Yeah, garage doors. There's quite the variety. Okay, Clay, I see now why you use a 2-minute chart. Now green 14. So how many days? So you just used the 2-minute today, or have you been like? What do you mean? How long have you been using the 2-minute relative to the 15-minute? I still don't know if I actually trust this trend. Yes, right now in the very near term, this is an uptrend, but it's still occurring in an overall pretty powerful downwards move. So, started on Monday. All right, well, I mean, I'm glad you're enjoying, but don't abandon the 15-minute yet. To be fair, statistically speaking, you're at a whopping 5-day sample size. I'd say go bare minimum at least a month and see what you still think. But like, yeah, 5 days. I'm glad it wasn't like your first day. I'm glad you're not making this claim after your first day. That's it. The 2-minute chart is the greatest thing ever. I'll see the 15-minute later. After one day, it's like, well, So I don't know. Give it another 3 weeks. See what you think. I hope you enjoy it. But I just don't want you to reach a false conclusion because you didn't really have a big enough sample size. And also, I mean, you can use both too. I mean, you can still use the 15-minute in conjunction. Yeah, that's a good sample size there. Did you install? No, we're not going with Starlink. We are going with NextLink. And then Starlink will be plan B in case this NextLink thing isn't what it's cracked up to be. And then I guess absolute worst case scenario. And I know something, just like I said, absolute worst case scenario. Maybe this will always be my office. Because at least here I have fiber. Which would really defeat a lot of purposes of being able to work from home. If I got to now drive from the homestead back into town to this house, only because that'd be rough. Because I heard we were all moving to, you heard wrong. Yeah, you definitely heard wrong on that. Hey, props. Haven't heard of NextLink. Yeah, they're kind of just, they don't have a huge footprint. But yeah, they're telling us we can get 1,000 download and 200 up. Are you selling the current house or renting it? I don't know. I think we're gonna sell, but I don't know. Could be an Airbnb. I don't know if I want to do a rental though. Who knows? Maybe Airbnb is just as annoying. No. They're fixed internet, fixed wireless internet. Well, I think what I might actually get though is both, and then try to bond them together. So that's where I'll have to cross those bridges. Like have both, and then running at the same time, and then if one gets wonky, the other one will pick up. So I think that's probably where I want to head. Yeah, I'll have a higher internet bill, but it is what it is. It'll just be a business expense. Add another stream of income to rent. Yeah, true. I hear you, but there does also reach a point, and I'm at that point. I've been here for the past few years, where it's not necessarily about maximum income streams. It's more so minimizing headaches, right? So if an income stream is going to generate potential headaches and stress and annoyances, I'd rather just not have. I'll err on the side of peace of mind. So sure, maybe I'm not making as much money, but from the psychological peace of mind, I'm at the point of life where that's well worth it. Like being a billionaire and having to be on your phone constantly. Um, to me, that does. I mean that doesn't. I'm not saying that anything's wrong. Some of these guys, I'm sure they love it. They love being on the go 24/7. But for me, that's not really my thing. So yeah, it's time and place for everything. But yeah, in my stage of wealth and building and financial freedom, whatever you want to call the journey, I'm more so just like I want passive income and preferably passive income with low probability to create headaches. Yeah, that's true, John. Yeah, if you got ADHD. But I mean, like I said, it's not like you can get away from headaches. Like we want to get chickens. Like I'm sure there's going to be headaches with chickens. There's going to be death. There's going to be annoyance with probably raccoons and hawks and coyotes and stuff like that. So I mean, it's not like you can't get away from it, but it's just like I don't know that. So as I say, our good friend Thomas Sowell, there are no solutions. There are only trade-offs. I am interested in a long down to this area right here, so I'm hoping it pulls back a little bit more. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you don't mind if you're talking to somebody else in the chat, if you can remember to put the at and then their name up front, that way I know immediately you're not talking to me, and then we get all confusion avoided. Manfred, been a while. Doing pretty good, sir. Hopefully you're doing well also. Really? You can't do the at thing on mobile? Can somebody confirm that? Maybe he's just doing something wrong. I would assume you can tag people in on the mobile, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, here we go. Maybe kind of sorta. Okay, looking for a long at the green line. Oh, you have to manually type it? Okay. So for you goobers with like 3,000 letters in your alias, yeah, that's really not too feasible or efficient. Again, looking for a long here at the green line. If that green line here turns blue, that means I'm in. Come on, just down a little bit more. All right, I'm going down here now. What's everybody doing this weekend? Very excited to have some things going on tomorrow. I can't say these things because maybe in theory I could ruin something, so I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, should be a good weekend. After this, headed over to, well, that's not anything new. Headed over to the property. Siding's coming up nicely, looking good. So while the trim guys are not there, at least stuff on the exterior is still getting worked on and done. So that's good. No, sir, I'm okay with my third-degree monitor, solving crimes, working, and then nobody else wanted to participate. So that's great. Thank you. More canning. Nice. Yeah, that's what my father-in-law is busy doing right now. My father-in-law has like, he is like a gardener among gardener. Like man. His sweet corn, the beans, the salsa. Yeah, but yeah, 'tis the season exactly for the canners out there. I used to love the buffalo. Well, right now we do the $7.99 large one topping. Pretty efficient way to feed 6 kids. So yeah, it is nothing special. Nothing special. In the sense of like, what do we do? The deal is gone now, but a few weeks ago, we loved the deal when they do up to 7 toppings. Large, up to 7 toppings for $10. Oh, that sounds good, John. That sounds a good weekend. Doing cowboy candy. What's cowboy? Is that pickled jalapenos? What is cowboy candy? Yeah, yep. We got the Domino's app for sure. Pizza. No, that's Little Caesars. That's Little Caesars, brother. Although I will say, I'm not sure what's going on, but it's getting pretty hit or miss with if the Domino's app even works. There have been multiple times where you've got to submit your order like 40 times before it finally goes through. Yes, thank you, Manfred. Yes. Code Clay is feeding hungry kids. That's right. So if you want to support hungry children, Code Clay. Okay, Antonio. Well, interested in stocks in what way? You want to invest, day trade, or swing trade? Yeah, we're having Domino's tonight, Dean. How about them apples? Does pizza exist in the States even? Well, pizza. Okay, I'm assuming that's the slogan you're saying. Pizza is like what the Little Caesars dude says. Or are you saying there's literally a pizza chain called Pizza? Do you watch any famous streamers, Clay? Or do you... No. Can't say that I watch any famous streamers. Nope. And no, my kids, my kids don't get a whole lot of screen time. Fed some kids yesterday, gonna feed. Oh, Timbo, I've been wanting to ask you. Did you use code Clay with Bullnix? Because I checked and nothing's changed. So, and if you did, maybe I'll drop them a line, be like, hey, is something broke with the system right now, or what? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, pizza is little. Okay, how does that even work? How have they not sued one another? How have they not? Well, they probably like it. If the Little Caesar guy is saying pizza, they're probably not going to complain about that. But you would think maybe Little Caesars would try to sue them for like, hey, you just took our slogan and you named your restaurant after it. Okay, so you haven't used Bullnux, so I don't need to reach out to them like, hey, is something wrong with your system? The only one I learned a little about is day trade. Okay, fair enough. Well, if you want to be a day trader, then don't focus on stocks. In this day and age of day trading, Antonio, the most efficient way to go about day trading is to day trade futures through a prop firm, because you can get involved with very, very little amounts of money and you can get great movement, and it's very possible to grow that money. Now, that doesn't mean it's easy, because trading as a whole is not easy. But is it easier, aka more efficient? Yes. So that would be my thing. If you want to get into day trading, just don't worry about stocks anymore. And that's what I'm doing here. I am day trading futures. Really? That didn't credit me? What makes you say they didn't credit me? I don't remember any interaction. I can't remember thinking that I never got credit from them. My first job, I folded pizza. My first, cool. I guess my technically first, well, yeah, my first like official job was a bat boy for the Toledo Mud Hens. I think my old friend I watched day trade was futures, and he told me how he would read the way the market is moving and when people are in and holding and all that stuff that I might. No, that sounds right. That's what we're trying to do. We're all trying to read the market, trying to figure out where it might want to go. Okay, cool. Thanks, Timbo. Okay, I guess I've forgotten, but you have been around a long time keeping the West Wild, so. All right, maybe a short here. Whoops. As it comes up towards these highs, let's see. Okay, this candle's almost done moving around, so this candle will be done in 12 seconds, and then a new candle will start. So at this point, let's just wait to see how this candle forms. I do both personal investments and day trading. Yeah, I also do both. And when it comes to the category of investing, I have nothing against stocks. But yeah, in the category of day trading in this day and age, the math is just, the math says that the most efficient way is to go with futures through a prop firm. Am I about to get long here? I was just thinking short. For some reason now, I don't know. I'm getting long vibes in my loins. Oh boy, I might regret this. It does, I don't know. Is it me or does, I feel like it wants to break out. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. All right, Brad. Good Pam. Yeah. I should pull up that slide a little more often with Pam's plant. Long looks good. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. I'm taking the long stop below VWAP. I can see that. I'm not going to call that a silly plan at all. As long as, I don't know where you got long at, but let's see, we'll call it 65 down to 53. Yeah, so like, I don't know. A 15-point stop at most, I'd assume. You know what? I'm going to go long at the VWAP. So yeah, getting along, trying to play the breakout. Like I said, I didn't quite like that, but I do like. I'll take a swing at it on a pullback. Now one of my risks here is just opportunity cost risk. I might cost myself the opportunity to even make money from it if it just keeps going up. So there's always a risk in one way or the other. So one of the risks, like I said, just flat out opportunity cost. Well, Brad, you did you listen to my loins, Brad? Your last message was, I think I might listen. So did you or did you not? I did with one of them. Okay, so you didn't have a whole lot of confidence in my loins then. I'll be short at 90. Yeah, okay, yeah. Not 90 for me, but looking over here at the 5 minute, we got quite a bit of congestion up here. I might go with 400 short. Quite a bit of resistance areas all kind of grouped up right around here. So does this imply that there will for sure be a rejection? No, but I think there's an odds there. Are you wanting it to go up or down? Yeah, it depends. If you're going long, meaning you're buying, you want the price to go up. If you're going to go short, which means you want prices to go down, then yeah. So it depends. But yes, you can make money when prices go down. That is known as going short or shorting. I took the 13.1. Yeah, good job, Dan. I started trading, let's call it 2006. Whoa, whoa. No, I don't do Bitcoin. I do land. I like real estate. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What is that? About 405? Let's come on up here, brothers. There we go. I understand this looks like the middle of nowhere here on the 2 minute, but on the 5 minute, reasons. Man, why didn't I listen to my loins? Man, Brad, why did you only listen to my loins to the tune of 1 MNQ? My loins are insulted, Brad. My loins are telling me right now to ban you, but I'm not going to listen to my loins in this regard. No, it's because you lack the confidence in my loins. It's crazy. He mic dropped me. That's the biggest insult I've had all week. Those are the biggest insults when people aren't even trying to insult you. I'm like, did you listen to my loins? Yeah. I got 1 MNQ. Oh, geez, thanks a lot. Those are more times than not the biggest mic drops. The unintended mic drop. We are actually right now doing battle with the 200 SMA in the 5 minute, but like I said, I'm technically wanting to come up a little bit more. Okay, here we go, kind of, sort of, maybe. If that red line turns blue, I'm in. I'm in, brothers. All right, here we go, maybe. I am. Oh my! You gotta be kidding me! Gotta be kidding me! No, now it's. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Get up there! All right. Good. Moving my short up there now. Now it seems like if it fills me, it's just gonna go straight through. Your line said long, so I went short. Well, yeah, but that's also having confidence in my. How many did you go short keeping the West Wild? Because technically speaking, he did still have confidence in my loins. I mean, it was a different type of confidence to go the other way, but it was still a form of confidence. So now let's figure out who had the most confidence. Oh, bummer. Had he said 2MNQ, then I would have had to ban you, Brad, because clearly keeping the West Wild had more confidence in my loins by fading my loins with 2MNQ, but he didn't actually take the trade. All right. So I still got to think through this. Oh, now he's saying 6NQ. Now, Agreed. Yeah, you clearly still had more confidence than he did because he took no trade at all. What is up with this continuing to just hit my entry and then not fill me? It's going to be one of these days, huh? Okay, I'm in. I am short. Little scalp there. Next one going to be right up here at the 200 SMA. Hey, JB. What a move, though. That's what she... I don't get it. I already forgot how that one would apply. Listen to your loins when they're calling to you. Listen to your loins. I don't know where the price is going. And I don't know when, but listen to your loins. I captured some of that move my first day trade. Okay, did you get the demo set up with Tradovate? Clay, did someone tell you that you covered too early? No, actually, you were the first one. But thankfully, I know you're just messing around. Okay, gotcha. I guess I didn't. Should I have known this? Maybe. I knew Webull had like a demo platform for stocks and options. Okay, here we go. Maybe. Nope, I'm going above now. A little bit of a looking for like a fake breakish type. Hello? I'll be right back. Oh, it's you. Let's see what happens. Maybe that was good. That I got distracted by a bump in the hallway. What's oil doing right now? Please tell me oil's dropping. Nope. All right, so this has got nothing to do with Iran right now. Wow. Do I try the micro pullback here? I'm going to try it. Micro pullback. Looking for a long here. That's all you're going to pull back? Was that little... Okay. Well, yeah, I don't like it anymore. Bond yield sell off. So bonds are what? Doing something right now? Let's see. Huh? There's nothing going on in bonds. What are you talking about? Huh? I'm talking about this immediate move right now. This. All this green. I'm just curious if there's something out there. That's why I pulled up the bonds, and the bonds they're just sideways right now. Man, my lord. Oh, ducks. Oh. That's wild. Wow. Okay. I'm going to try a short there. No, Evan. No. Stop. In all actuality, I mean, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? This is like a 15-minute move right now. If there was a direct correlation, then I'd be pulling up this chart right here, which shows bonds, would be doing something. Not just, it would not be this. I'll put it that way. Yeah, if you roll down your window and there's and you're going, whew, what's burning? That's people's accounts. Hopefully they're just prop accounts. If you hear followed by just weeping and crying and sobbing, those are people real money accounts. Like, you know, they had their own funds. But yeah, roll down your window. It's going to smell like a barbecue out there. Barbecue accompanied by some curse words, probably some tears. Amount of tears, you know, depends obviously on what type of account. Wow. Now, to be fair, even if I had gotten long, where my loins were telling me to get long, I highly doubt. I probably wouldn't still be in. I'm sure one of these movements had, so one of these moves had some move down that would have knocked me out. But I mean, really, this hasn't. Look at these: higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So anybody using stops just the previous candles high or low, I mean, they're all still in. Their current stop is right here, but yeah, they're still in. Funny, I can sell. No, that's not what you smell. That's a prop account you smell. That's why it smells like garbage. It was those. That was probably an account that was like a buck away from passing, and now they just blew it up. That's what you smell. That is not garbage. It just smells like garbage. Came right off the 200 EMA 15 minute. Oh, I thought it came right off the 275 QLBT on the Mongolian 7.5 Bollinger Band square root VWAP. That's what I thought it came off of. But it sounds like it also came off the 200 EMA on the 15 minute. No, you're using the wrong time frame. The Clay Muncie. No, that one. That's Frank. That's retired. No, we're not anywhere close to the magic bean indicator right there. Here's the other magic bean indicator right up here. Here's a guarantee that I will make. The price will always be rejected off of that yellow line. That yellow line. I'm sorry, that white line there. It'll show you the top. It'll get rejected from there every time. Stepped away. We didn't think it was going to be so long. Yeah, this is quite the move here. I am interested in a pullback here to the 200 SMA. I mean, we were still very much above, but like, I don't know. Did we get some sort of like bull flag? Let's see. It's not the white line indicator. It's the magic bean indicator. I sell it for 97 cents. Somalian, whatever their currency is. 97 Somalian currency. $30 from passing this account. Uh-oh. See, if Grant all of a sudden blows up the account, that's the account that smelled like garbage burning. Oil also, I'm sorry, not oil. Gold also grinding up right now. So I don't know. I don't know, brothers and sisters and furries. How do you put description on price? That's just part of the indicator. I wish the numbers weren't there. Like I just wish it was the line, but I can't get them to disappear. Yeah, I do have somebody that clips the clips. No, clips the thing. I don't know his criteria for what makes a clip and what doesn't, but there we go. Hey, it's BVT SpaghettiOs. Where have you been? You haven't been eating enough SpaghettiOs, have you? And you got sick. You didn't miss the move, Dan. What are you talking about? You were in and you sold way too soon. Let's just call it like it is to yourself, brother. You didn't miss the move. In fact, you got a beautiful entry. You were in way down here somewhere. If anything, that's a good example of why I always keep a runner. Oh, true. I did sell quick. Isn't that weird how the human mind works? It's such a tricky place. All right, see you later, JB. Dang, I missed the move. Wait, dude, you're at the very start. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was. I just sold it way too soon. Okay, I'm in. I am long. Let's see if we can get some kind of bounce here. I'll take that little scoopy scoop. Duxol. Got a 3-hour drive. Oh, man. Our furries and brony. I don't know what a brony is. All right, CDP. Have a good one. Whoop! The scalpy scalp was the poor trade management on that one. It felt kind of heavy though. I was like, man, are you gonna bounce or what are we doing here? So then when I got that, I'm like, okay, I think this is a little gift from the market, but no, it was not. It was like legitimate. No, we're gonna keep going, brother. Oh my goodness, Doc Saul. Hey, Cody. My Little Pony. Is it a pink pony? Yeah. Does it have something to do with like, yeah, is it found in a club? I sold half but kept half. Nice. Yeah, in hindsight, I should have just scaled out like I do it sometimes, but I didn't. And now I regret that decision, but it is what it is. What's an MLP? Grant, I don't know. I mean, I know you passed tests before, so if that works, but man, you doing this little countdown timer thing. That's true. You can't always chase. That's fair. That is a fair point. You can't always chase. Nowhere did Marco say whether or not it was a good or bad idea to chase. He just said you can always chase. That's true. No lies detected. I think our daughter went through a little bit of a My Pony thing, but I don't think we ever got into it enough to know like there's a song. All right, Grant, got it. Who do you just chase the momentum up? You chased the momentum, didn't you? Didn't you, Grant? You bought high and then sold higher. What is AUR? I don't even know. Is aura? Aura? What is aura farming? Honest question. I do know what TikTok is. I don't know what is aura farming. Is that another app? Yes, I'm old. Dang. Whoops. I played 30-minute or break. You played the or break for your $13? Kind of like the, oh yeah. I still don't understand the whole 6-7 thing. Nice job, Dan. I'm liking this trade better where you did not sell so soon. Thank you for not being like me on this one. No, I needed a little over 200 to pass on the day. Oh, I got it. You're okay. So your unrealized. Your unrealized was that number. Gotcha. Gotcha, Grant. All right. See you later, Toad. Again, the pink line there, for anybody wondering, 200 SMA. 200 S. That's the key word. Too many people assume for whatever reason EMAs. SMA. That's what that pink line is. I have plans tomorrow that I can't really talk about. I'm just going to err on the side of abundant caution. But yeah, we got plans. We got plans. Tonight will be movie night. Don't know what we're going to watch. Going to have Domino's. Nice, Dan. Are you still in proof of concept mode? You still have your pro, right? Your pro's just sitting around? I pass. Oh, all right. So proof of concept has got 2 passed now. Why are you not getting these pullbacks? Did you miss me when I got that pullback right there? Go eat your SpaghettiOs, BVT. Hey, what's up, sugar? You have 1 pro, 1 past eval. Okay, well, you got 3, so I would say that the things that you've been trying to work on seems like you've been doing well with it. I would assume if you were not doing well with it, you would not have passed any more accounts yet. Okay, I'm not gonna. I just literally answered I answered the weekend question like literally 2 seconds ago. So much to the point, rookie, that I'm assuming you're rage baiting me right now. Okay, well, feel free to scroll on back then. That's all right. But like, I kid you not, I literally just got done talking about that like a second ago. No, okay, not a second, but within like enough. Let me put it this way: it was close enough where I thought you were just rage baiting. All right. So do we try? We being me and the voices in my mind. Do we try this again, or do we? I'm gonna just air. Let's try the 21 EMA this time. Yeah, I believe you, Dan. And I say the belief because you've now passed 2 accounts, and it sounds like you're about to pass a 3rd one. So it seems like there's some evidence, there's some data behind these claims. Where did I say I was going to the fair? Any price level, any working price level indicator. Well, the only one is right here. The magic bean indicator. That the price guaranteed will always be rejected at the white line. You will notice the price will always get smacked back down from the white line, guaranteed. Oh, so you had a rough week, SpaghettiO, BVT SpaghettiO. What is the name? The magic bean indicator. Because it's magical. Dude, shut up. With all due respect. Oh, it sucks. It only cost me $2,000 to figure out my issues. Do you know how many people look at you and be like, wait, you only needed $2,000 to figure out your issues? Duh, yeah, you might want to delete that one out, brother. You might want to delete that one out of here, brother. Goodness. Again, with all due respect. With all due respect. I don't like to speak for a lot of people, but I'm going to go ahead and speak for a lot of people, myself included. A lot of people would love to be able to be like, man, can't believe it only took me $2,000 to figure things out. Hey, what's up, WISA? I was thinking about you again. I was thinking about how good of an example you are to people being able to find common ground, not agree on every shred of that ground, but find some common ground. Is this move going to come straight back down? No more up? I mean, is it going to come straight back down? I hope not. If it is, this is going to be a losing trade. I don't even have 20 USD in my banks when he's... Good morning, sir. I hope your day has been... Oh, sorry. I already read that one. Maybe it's just me. I feel like blowing... Okay. Oh, my goodness. Dan, you are... So, like, I cannot explain how detached you are from reality right now. Yeah, it's kind of been a wild week, but at the same time, not really. Like, it's kind of just still summer trading. I mean, there have been some good moves, but, like, I would consider wild weeks like a month ago. Like, when all the Iran stuff was going on, and, like, this candle here would represent, like, a 180-point move. But wild is subjective. We all, depending on our strategy, we're all going to have different definitions of wild. Again, here's why you kids don't know how good you have it, and why I call day trading right now the golden era. So this is, I don't know, a few years ago. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Okay, I don't... There we go. Okay. Right here, minus 4,500. That was before I got prop firms. Minus $4,500 I lost in one trade, okay? Then let's think about how much it costs for a 50K account. Right now with the 50% off deal, $85. So 4,500 divided by 85 in one trade that lasted, if I remember right, under 5 minutes. In one trade, under 5 minutes, I lost the equivalent of 53 prop accounts. And you're like, oh man, it took me 10. Huh? You kids don't know how good you got it. You don't know how good you got it. You guess? You guess? I say this with all due respect, and I say it because I like you, and I want to just shoot straight with you. I would encourage you to get a couple more accounts passed, because I think you're maybe further along than what you are. If you really do think you have all your problems figured out and you're all set to go over the span of 20 accounts, and please, other people weigh in. If you disagree with this, go for it. I think maybe try to get a couple more accounts passed. I don't know. There's something that makes me think you're not quite as far along as what you think. If you're like, man, I got it all figured out for only like, I don't know. I could be wrong. You don't think that? Okay. You either you mistyped or I misread. It just sucks. It costed me $2,000 to figure out all my issues right now. So maybe you mistyped. If you think you figured out, again, your words, not mine, all your issues, I don't know. Like I said, maybe just get a couple more passed. Maybe just get a couple more passed. Again, I could be wrong, and if people want to, like I said, push back on that thought, no problem at all. But I don't know. I don't know. That would be my suggestion. I would say, you know what? Why don't you get a couple more passed? You know, let's just get 5 racehorses. Get 5 racehorses. I only do spot trading. Haven't lost once. Wow. Once? How do we get like the richest people? Like, how do we continually get the best traders in the world that show up at least once a week? XRP, richer than Elon Musk apparently. I have only done spot trading. Haven't lost once. Okay, so 100% win rate. Dang. What is it about us that where we like draw at least once a week, like the best traders in the history of trading? 100% win rate. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're just that cool of people. I guess hanging out with a den of baboons is just a place to be. Imagine that, to never lose once. That's wow. 100% win rate. This man makes Warren Buffett look like a total buffoon. Well, whatever it is, he's never been wrong at it. Well, to be fair, he didn't say he's good at predicting the Super Bowl. But maybe I'm not understanding exactly what spot trading is. All I know is that he is the richest person on the planet. Because that is the logical conclusion of if you're never wrong in trading, you are going to become the richest person. It might not happen overnight, but yeah, not that long. Wow, honored. It's weird. You are missing your pivots. I am missing them. You're right. Thank you. Are they here? All right, I think they're here now. I think. Yep, there they are. Okay, let me check out this guy's name. Pretty sure he's been here before under what, probably another name. Not necessarily. Okay, XRP, we look forward to you calling this out here. So give us a trade plan. Where do I buy? Where do I put my stop? And where's my target? Give us those three numbers. Can you do that? If not, I'm just going to go ahead and ban you because you're just too cool for us. You're just too rich for us. But can you give us those three numbers? I want to be fair. Can you tell me where I'm supposed to buy? You said patience, fine. Then tell me at what point am I supposed to not be patient any longer? AK, where do I buy? And then where do I put my stop? That is my first question. My other question is this. The SpaghettiOs that you're eating right now, do they have meatballs or not? That's probably my more interesting question. Did your mom give you SpaghettiOs that had meatballs or that did not have them? That's more so the pressing question. Because for some reason, I just have a sneaky suspicion that he's not going to give us any numbers. I don't know. Or is it meatloaf? Possible. Oh, look at Mintmont. 3 numbers. Oh boy. Wow, Mintmont. Some people, that's insanity to them. Okay, we are getting by near a whole bunch on the 5 minute. A whole bunch of moving averages, that is. Then what do you tell me patience for? We're not watching XRP. Oh man, it's weird how like the greatest traders on the planet can't even look at a screen and figure out like what's being traded. Again, what do I talk about breadcrumbs? Here's a breadcrumb. Apparently he thinks we're watching XRP right now. So you thought it would be a good idea to type something into an environment where you're not even watching what you're seeing. I don't know. I don't know. Is that what they teach in school these days? Hey kids, this is how you succeed in the real world. You start yapping about things you do not have full context on. That's how you get ahead. That's how you become a likable person, kids. Kids, I want you to go into environments where you don't have a whole lot of context at all, and then you just start yapping. That'll make people love you. That'll get you jobs. Is that what's being taught in the school system these days? I swear, every day I feel better and better about homeschooling our kids. I would have just thought that like one of the richest person in the world would have had at least a little bit better of a situational awareness than what's being deployed here. But hey, what do I know? I'm not the richest person in the world, as this person is. But hey, maybe that's what happens when you have so much money. You just lose all situational awareness. I mean, I'm not. I need to be honest with you all though right now. My ego is off the charts though. The richest person in the history of the world is listening to me right now. He's listening to me talk. I'm trying to keep my ego. I'm trying to stay humble here, okay? But I'm struggling. I'm struggling. It's when my wife asked today how did it go, I'm gonna be like, listen, the richest man in the world, he just came by to listen. Couldn't even watch the screen, but he came by to listen. Rich, I thought Elon. No, this guy actually is. He's just kind of hidden though. He's flying under the radar. So, yes, if I start to come across as very conceited and very just like yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, but I'm having a hard time right now, not feeling like a really, really, really cool person. That's true, but I mean, Barbara just, well, I don't remember what happened to Barbara. Did Barbara get banned or did Barbara leave? I don't remember. But my humility is on the struggle bus right now. We kind of do have a Hall of Fame. It's unofficial, but like, Darcy, I think Darcy's here to stay. Sergio will always be here to stay for me. That's a personal one. But yeah, and we've had a lot, but like it's he is trying to sell his trade. I don't know what he's trying to do, but like but people that have 100% win rates don't sell signals, which is that's just weird. I was reading on spot trading and the strategy is basically hold until it's possible. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I assumed it was something like that. I mean, it is very possible. If you've taken 5 trades in your trading career, I'm well aware that you could show up and be like, I never lose. That's like, okay, I mean, that's true, but like, dude, sample size. So I'm assuming we have a sample size thing here. I'm assuming this person is not watching the screen. Maybe they're just listening because they're at work right now or something, which is weird that they're at work, yet they have a 100% win rate, you know? That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I was. That's true. I was a perfect oil trader for I think 7 trades. I don't remember what the streak was, but I think I got up to 7 before I finally. That's true. That's teenagers nowadays. They talk out of their rear with such. Okay, okay. Scorpion. we need to do our best to be subjective. And or not subjective, objective. But let's come on, brother. Don't act like when you were a teenager you didn't talk out of your backside every now and then. I'm not gonna act like I didn't. I mean, that's isn't that part of what teenagers are? So come on, brother. That applies to. I think that is timeless. The best, and it's not even close, MJ. Not even close. But actually, no. That's a false statement. Change trader to investor, because that's what I was. What do you think of longs in this area? Yeah, I'm not gonna call anybody crazy for getting long right now. Yeah, exactly, poet. I've done a sim account. People with Lambo and 100% accuracy are the ones who sell AI software and signals. Yeah, I am all for multiple streams of income. But if I had a 100% win rate strategy, there would be no need for multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income are a diversification tactic to help balance risk. But like if there is no risk, then there's no need to balance anything because there is no risk because you're 100% right. So yeah, anybody that's advertising 100% win rate and then at the same time has any other form of income stream, that makes no sense. Because the point of multiple income streams is a function of balancing risk. It's of diversification. Diversification is a method to battle risk. But if there is no risk, there's nothing to battle. And there's no risk when you're at 100% win rate of anything, right? So, but I think he's gone now. I think he's gone.
He's trying to mow, but she ran out of gas.
Okay, the gas can is.
There's two little ones underneath.
Yeah, do the one without the lid on it. The one with the lid on it is for the weed whacker and stuff.
Okay.
There you go, MJ. That is accurate. Wait. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one right here. Yeah, again, and let me just say, like, the idea of multiple streams of income are and I don't think any of you take it this way, but don't believe me. Like, go do what I did. I'm not a smart person, okay? So this was my logic. Maybe this is bad logic. I'm open to that. But my logic went like this, coming from a stupid person. Okay. Wealthy people are wealthy. If I study multiple wealthy people and I find some common denominators, maybe that would put me on a path to be wealthy. Again, I'm not saying that's good logic, but I'm an idiot, so that's logic I use. So in studying multiple wealthy people, what I noticed was multiple streams of income. So I was like, okay, you know what? I think I'm going to try that. And so far, so good. Johnny, you might be behind because I talked about G-Cow a long time ago. So is that correlation or causation? I would argue that is causation. No, it just was. Oh, okay. You're a little behind and looking at the chart. Gotcha. That seemed a little random, but all right. How to make side cash. I mentioned flipping stuff on eBay. He said it was too risky because there was no guarantee his inventory would sell. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, in order to make money, you do have to take on some risk. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this? What is this? What time is it? Gold up. What's oil doing? Oil down. All right, this is Iran. Iran. Some sort of Iran thing. Check Twitter. Something with Iran. I don't think it's a huge deal because this is not like an epic move. But I bet it'll be a tweet we look at and we're like, okay, I guess. That's my guess. Either Trump tweeted something or there will be a tweet coming out dealing with Iran or this something like that. And we're all going to look at the news and be like, okay. Let's see how good charts are. I funded my very first trade. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Some people, I don't know. They don't quite. Even working a full-time job. I mean, yes. What you're saying is the risk of a full-time job is it goes away, right? There we go. Omani and Iran foreign ministers discussed conditions for resuming negotiations that support resumption. Okay, yep. So does that not kind of match up? Like, okay, they're resuming negotiation. So, like, again, I guess that's good in the sense of they're resuming negotiation, hence kind of the movement here. But like at the end of the day, do we think any progress is going to be made? So again, right there, that's the power of charts. Called all that out, or let me put it this way. The chart called all that out via the movement right away, and then, the volatility of the movement. No, I did not cheat. No, I was not looking. Okay, well, Clay, but how did you know about Iran? Because, again, the chart had oil moving down at the same time that stuff was going up. Yeah, right back to basically where it started. Oil is almost right back to where it was before all that. So, yeah. I will say this. I am proud of the fact that that XRP guy, like they leave because they realize this is not the group of baboons that are actually baboons. Like, you don't get to just show up and make outlandish claims like I never lose, and then people are just like, oh really? Tell us more. No, we're like, no. But think, he probably goes around many areas of the internet. He can make that claim and nobody bats an eye. Or they read the claim and they're like, really? Do you sell your strategy? Not here, boys and girls and furries. Not here. And that's why I love this place. I'm all for being fair and objective, but don't try to show up and pee on our leg and tell us it's raining. Looking forward to hearing Monday morning that Iran. Yeah, we might not even have to wait till Monday. I win every time, Clay. Oh, well, okay. If your sources trust me, bro, that's the only thing I take. Like, that is the only credible thing on the internet is trust me, bro. Actual statistics, just anything like that. No, that's a scam. That's how I plan on teaching my kids as I surf the internet. Joy, Dot, Trip, Faye, Kit, Jet. You know something's real on the internet if the source is trust me, bro. That's how you know. I had ordered to take profit at 438. Oh, okay. I was worried for a second. I'm like, that better not be close to 438, but no. What up into the 450s? Okay, good. Yeah, there you go. Like I said, people were asking, does this look like a good long? And I was like, yeah, I can see why people are getting long here. And you never know. Sometimes you're in the right place at the right time, and all of a sudden, boom. That also cuts both ways, which is why I think prop firms are kind of a no-brainer. Because when it cuts against you, and if you're with your own funds, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, slippage would not have been fun on that one. Got out of my profitable short just 2 seconds before that. Oh, wow. HR, clearly. The only plausible conclusion of that is he has an inside connection with Markey. Bear flag. Folks, we got to call out the time frames. There's quite literally unlimited amount of time frames that people could be looking at. So if you're going to, ask something like that, bear flag, what time frame are you looking at, brother? So ahead, Jimmy trades, that's good. 5 minute. That 5M, I get it to the new person. That doesn't seem like, okay, 5M. What is that? Why does that make any difference? That makes a huge difference because that's context. And in trading, context is king. I guess kind of, sort of, but I don't know. But it is still occurring in this uptrend. So, yeah, it's not the most confidence inspiring. For me, at least. Dominoes. Last week had Casey's. It is a bear flag. But to your point, within this context, does it make it like an A+ bear flag? No. Just like we talked about, I think sometime this week, a bull flag has a spectrum, right? A bull flag in a beautiful uptrend is way different than a bull flag in a nasty downtrend. What's the bottom green number? Oh, so this is the same account. These are just two different types of contracts. So these are my NQ trades on this account. These are my MNQ trades. You're welcome, Ben. Humans have a spectrum, and some days I think I'm on it. There's no need to say you think. Let me tell you. And it's also to critique, it's not some days. Every day, you are on it, Kyle. There you go. Thank you. Please send me a check for $42.75 for that quick little counseling session. Where's your corn trades at? I should. Okay. I should. I'm going to. I'm going to get us all thrown in jail. Here's how. I'm going to talk to the farmer that farms my land. He does beans and corn. And I'll be like, listen, where's corn prices going? Where are soybean prices going? He's then going to tell us. We're going to load up. We're going to make a lot of money. And then we're going to get thrown into jail for inside information. Because I talked to a farmer. There we go. Next week, tune in. Monday we'll make our money. No, Monday I'll share the results. Tuesday we'll get rich. Wednesday we'll go Lambo shopping. Thursday we'll drive the Rambo. Thursday the Lambo gets repossessed and we're standing in front of a judge being sentenced. That is how next week's going to go. Thank you. If that sounds like a fun week to you, be here Monday. Are you sure options? I thought that's where futures started. That's in all actuality, that is the entire point of futures. I didn't know that farmers used to do that though. But now that I think about it, I don't know if I ever did a deep dive into the history of options. Sounds, oh my goodness. Sounds, slow-witted. Kyle, dude, you literally, it is a virus. The Kyle joke virus is a real thing. Slow-witted is now come down with the Kyle virus. Goodness. No, you get 1 day. 1 day of driving the Lambo. Yeah, this action is yeah. Yeah, we are basically in about 30-point range here. What color? Whatever. Well, yeah, no, you'll get to get whatever color Lambo you want. Yeah, no, that's a problem with the Kyle virus. There is no vaccine. I don't know. I'm a little further away from the mic. I don't think there's any issues. My only thought is maybe it's because I'm kind of leaning back in my chair. But I don't know, maybe I gotta just I mean, there's a reason my back's all jacked up because when I feel like if I have to get this close, if I have to sit in this position like all the time, man, that's gonna be rough. Audio seems normal. All right, good. Well, let me check my. I don't know if it's. Whoa, it is 94. Okay, let me bring this down some. There we go. All right. I don't know. Somehow my audio was seemingly running hot, but no, it's white noise and scrambled. Well, I do have a fan on too, but usually you guys say the fan doesn't. You guys can't hear the fan. So this is just a weird looking chart, especially maybe it looks weirder if I bring over the 5-minute. It's just, I mean, all this, we have a pivot, we have the 50 SMA, 200 SMA, 21 EMA, just so much congestion right here, and it is maintaining it, but it's just, I don't know. Hey, Zuzu's back. Zuzu showed up yesterday. We learned Zuzu, well, does have a cow as a pet, not a baby anymore, but as a pet. And I learned that some people do literally just have cows as pets. Well, so good to have you back, Zuzu. Hey, what's up, Eddie? Good morning. Don't cry for. Gonna race up and Roger that, Wiza. Market makers went to lunch. Maybe. Could be. Maybe not even lunch. Maybe they're just like, it's Friday. It's the last Friday before school starts. So, all right, here in Iowa, I don't know if it's a statewide thing, how that works, but I know, like, I saw something on Facebook. School starts for Iowa on Monday. I know a lot of you schools already started, or at least for your kids. So I guess in theory, we should get less trolls because kids are back in school now. I suppose it could it could still be some people trolling on their phones in class. Oh, I got to read this to you. You guys are going to be shocked by this. There's not a single person here that is not going to be shocked. So, no, whoops. I'm about to blow your minds here. This is going to be crazy. Okay, so there's a local school district here in Iowa. Get ready to have your minds blown. 2 years without phones. And then the school district students make huge gains. Then it said, the district saw failing grades plummet, behavior improve, and dozens more students take advanced placement classes after 2 years without phones. Crazy. Wait. Wait, you didn't let the kids have phones in school and things got better, including behavior? Stop. That's wild. No way. That's fake news. There's no way that makes any sense at all. There's no way that What are you going to tell us next? That water's wet? Come on. Crazy. Crazy. While New York schools don't start till after. Well, to be fair to New York schools, I think that kind of makes more sense because, and I thought about this yesterday. I always remember you'd start school on like the 24th, and then a week later, you already got a holiday. It's already a 3-day weekend because of Labor Day. So I can kind of see how that might make sense. I know, isn't it shocking? I love how two people replied and both were yeah. What age do you? I don't know. I'm still talking to a lot of people. People who are ahead of us, whose kids I think are good kids, are not brats, etc., etc. I'm still doing my research, but I'll put it this way: our 14-year-old does not have a phone, and I don't see getting a phone anytime soon. But yeah, when I don't know. Still trying to figure that out. As the chop continues. Around here, when the corn was done growing, it was school time. Yeah, I guess that would make sense because it is pretty much. It's starting to brown up here, so it is definitely done growing. My kids are 9 and 10. Yeah, yeah. Let me put it this way, and I've said this before. Like, I'm an adult. Not that there's really that proves anything, but like, I'm supposed to be a mature adult. I'm supposed to have a bunch of life experience, and yeah, I do. But you guys are saying like, I gotta stay off Twitter. It's so just like toxic and plays with your mind. Like, if you want to think that you're a terrible trader, if you want to think that you have no idea what's going on, hop on over to Twitter. All you're going to see is like 5-digit days. You're just going to see just like, oh, and then it's just, I don't know. It's just, and then you have people trying to, get following. It's just, so I couldn't imagine what that would do to a kid's mind. It already plays enough games with my mind, who's kind of battle tested through life at this point, has seen quite a bit. And I do now kind of, since I'm older, I'm starting to become a grumpy old man with like, who cares? But even with a grumpy old man attitude, like, it can still play mind games with you. So what does it do to a fresh mind? Oh my goodness. I can't imagine. Yeah, I don't know if I even accept the premise of driving. Um, as far as I know, humanity was just fine. Um, with people having the risk of getting stranded without a phone. Like, I think, but I don't know. I can see the logic though. Like, I full well understand the logic of that, but still, at age 16 to have a phone, I don't know. Social media can just be toxic as a whole, like in any angle. To be fair, it can be fine too. Like, I'm not, well, everything, right? Give and take, pro and cons. But yeah, I cannot say that I'm shocked that the district saw falling grades plummet. So it's kind of like a double negative. So grades improved, very much so. They use the word plummet. So what's the inverse of plummet? I don't know, skyrocket. District saw grades skyrocket, behavior improve, and dozens more students take advanced placement classes after 2 years without phones. I had a phone at 16. I used it to. There you go, keeping the West wild. Again, like I said, I don't have any. Like I said, I am in as a parent. My oldest is 14, so I am still in research mode. I am still considering different people's thoughts and opinions because it's tricky. It's tricky. But even if they do have a phone, it might just. Let me put it this way: flip phone. It might like at 16 maybe a flip phone, but ain't nobody needs a smartphone. No. I understand, and it's a fair point. Well, what if they get stranded? Fair enough. Yeah, you don't need a smartphone for that. A flip phone would suffice. Have you? Oh, yes, yeah, we've always homeschooled. Yeah, Randy, I know. So that's probably where we'll end up. But yeah, but yeah. So yeah, but smartphones, no. And I'm not. I am unconvincible that anybody in that age range needs a smartphone. I will not be convinced. Well, how about a smartphone without social media, without blah blah? It's like okay, yeah, true, but like at that point, why not just get them a flip phone then? Haven't had a phone 4 years now. It's glorious. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I use my phone to call, text people. Quite literally, it. Yeah, I could improve. I I mean, I try to justify it. I'm not saying this is a good justification, but I mean, I am a business owner. I do have, so I kind of, it's nice to have with me. But am I on it more? Yeah, I probably am. I probably am. Oh, are those the Gab watches? Hey, what's up, KRT? Is this guy gonna trade or talk about parenting? Welcome to Friday afternoon in the summer. There's not really a whole lot going on. So yeah, we're gonna talk a little parenting right now. Sorry. I will try a long down here though. I mean, this does seem like it is the bottom of the range. So if it wants to go down there, I'll take a swipe at it. Just a minute. Is that music out here? Is that, no, that's fine. I'm just trying to hear what it is.
Oh, yeah, it's music.
Oh, it's from the Yodo? Dance with somebody. But when you feel somebody. Dance with somebody. You want to come sing with me, Dot? Okay. You want to come dance with me, Joy? Oh.
We'll get like 30 subscribers.
Kate, you want to dance with me? Come on in. Here, I'll spin you around. Okay, here you go. Thank you. That's a good song. I actually know that one. I didn't know you were playing it. See you later. Oh, I want to dance with somebody. Ooh, I want to dance somebody. You. I probably just got, what is that, copyright struck? Look, I went and danced and had some fun and nothing. And then embarrassed my oldest kids, so that was great. That was the cherry on top. Now do that when they are at school in a few years too. It's fine. What it doesn't matter. Like at this point, if anybody in my real life sees that, oh well. Oh well, they know I'm a little. Can't be too serious about this stuff. I want to dance with somebody. Dance with somebody like you. I'm just glad Kit wasn't embarrassed. Still waiting. Still waiting for you people that are like, I'm just here for the trading. I'm trying. I'm trying. Hey, Catboy. Good to see you, brother. Dude, I'm a little sweaty after that. Whew. Dancing is a good workout. No question stopping. Bye. Huh? What? Hi. Hey, everybody. No question stopping by. I think Catboy's been start his weekend a little early, if you know what I mean. Does Bat Boy? Oh, but goodness. We got Catboy. We got Bat Boy. Remember you felt used by questions? Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. When a name shows up, I haven't seen him in a while, they ask a question, like, all right, see you later, bye. It's like, goodness, that's true. I'm trying to be like Catboy when I grow up. That's because you have good goals in life. So I'm glad to hear that you have good goals in life. Okay, let me take a step back. Didn't want to be like Catboy? But how about Bat Boy? Oh, wait, no, never mind. That actually makes sense, because there is such a thing as a Bat Boy. All right, never mind. That one backfired on me. Oh, I want to love somebody. Ooh, somebody like you. Do you, in all seriousness, Catboy, do you have a question, I'd be happy to try to answer it for you. As used as I'll feel. You got some pipes, Clay? Our P&L is the same for the day. Really? Stop. Email me a screenshot. Email me a screenshot where your NQ trades are 1025 and your MNQ is 239. Okay, you could probably AI that. So never mind. I don't know if that really proves anything. Okay, maybe along here. Okay, I'm in. Dude, if you stop me out in 2 seconds, I might call it good. I was this patient. Wow. Yes. Whatever. See, that's the stuff that makes me just want to call it a day. Go over the property. I wait that long and patient for the bottom of the channel, and it's like, no, it's not the bottom. No, we bounce here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, basically 7 times before, but nah. I just knew it was going to do that. Those are my favorite, by the way. Okay, if you're hey Clay, what are what are your favorite types of comments you get? Well, my favorite types are when people tell me they knew something was going to happen after the thing happened. Where these people were before it happened to warn me, I don't know. But those are my favorite types. Though I love them. They're great. So if you're ever wondering, in fact, I bet that's all trading's live streamers' favorite people. Those people that have this very, very beneficial knowledge, aka they know what's going to happen, but they're scumbags and they don't choose to share that knowledge until after the thing happens. Like, that kind of makes them a scumbag, doesn't it? Like, you can't tell me you're my friend if you had knowledge of what you knew was going to happen, but then you don't tell me until after it happens. It's like me and my kids. Okay, let's pour some gasoline on. Oh, it's wet. Oh, this is fun. We're dancing in the rain. It's gasoline. Oh, here are these matches. You know, because I care for them, I'm going to stop them. Be like, hey, kids, I know what's about to happen. Don't do that. But it'd make me kind of a scumbag father if I like let all that happen and I'm like, man, I knew that was going to happen. Man, crazy. It's weird how many people are scumbags like that. Isn't that weird? Why are so many people do that? How come those people never tell me ahead of time? I don't know anything. It was just a little hunch. Okay, well, a little hunch is different than knowing, Daniel. I feel like you're being sarcastic that you like those comments. Oh, those are my favorite by far. The people that have this knowledge of, you know, they know what's going to happen and then they wait for it to happen before telling me what they knew was going to happen. It's like, you could have done a brother a solid and like told me ahead of time. Oh, it's weird. It's weird how that works. I knew it. Yeah, that's what I read too. And the other crazy part, if we were to pull like the people that tell me that, if we were to actually pull up their trading logs, I would not be shocked at all to see them not have even taken the trade. Even though they knew like what was going to happen, they for whatever reason they didn't take it. Or else they took it with like really small size or something. Again, if it were me and I knew what was going to happen, I'm going all in to the maximum. You're right. To be fair, you're right. I would not listen to you had you told me ahead of time that you knew it was going to happen. In fact, that would be a red flag that you are either trolling or a newbie. So that's true. I would not have listened anyways. I would have just been able to, that would have been clarified of, okay, this person's either a newbie or they're just trolling. Yeah. XR, yeah. Dude's telling me to be, or I don't know if it was me or us, but telling us patience. I'm like, okay. And then patient, I'm like, dude, what, why are you telling us to be patient on XRP? We're not even trading crypto. Like maybe we could be a little bit more lenient if we are at least doing crypto trading. So there's like at least a chance. But yeah. Oh, I see. I forgot about man tools. Somebody would always talk about man tools whenever they'd show up. I don't remember who that person is, but like I know that man tools really had a positive impact on them. Oh, we still got some time before 1:30. I need my daughter's Yodo or Yoto. What are those things called? Yoto? Yeah, Yodo player. Okay, just really quickly. No, no, I'm not being paid, etc., etc., etc. I have no horse in this race, but these have been very nice, very nice. So for you parents of anybody younger, Yoto, yeah, Yoto players right there. Consider them pretty good stuff. Do you have an end goal for the day? Yeah. My goal every day is to trade good setups. So if there's 5,000 good setups, hopefully I have 5,000 trades. If the next day there's 5 good setups, hopefully I have 5 trades. So that is my goal, to trade good setups. Uh Actually, now that you say that, she's kind of slacked off past couple of days. She's actually she's mowing her neighbor's lawn right now. Our neighbor's got some potential mold issues. So anyway, it's long story. My daughter's like, "Hey, can I mow their front yard? Because it does need mowed." So no, she is mowing right now. I have same goal, but always get myself in. Well, I mean, Caribou, I'm with you too, brother. That's a dude. That is a dude, right? Goodness, that's a dude. Um, so yeah, I mean that's my goal. My again, per his question, what is your goal? He never demanded what is the goal I perfectly follow. But yeah, my goal is also that. But I'm with you. Yeah. Do I find myself in marginal spots? Oh yeah, I like that. Marginal spots. Or I guess another way to say is the goal is what? How was it put yesterday? The goal is to convince myself not to do stupid things. That's another way you can classify trading. Do I have a daily goal? Yes. To monitor and convince myself not to do stupid things. Yeah, exactly. And you don't want to find yourself margin called. Yes. See, it's just this is why I'm sorry. Trading the range is just not that easy. Because sometimes ranges have these fake breaks at the bottom and then go right back up. October 1st. Just like Michigan, unless Michigan changed. All right, I'm going to try a short up here. See if this is the top of the range. One of the questions I ask after every trading session is, did I avoid the dumb trade? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good thought exercise. Okay, Daniel, what do you know right now? Can you please tell me what you know? Is this trade plan going to work or not? Please don't tell me afterwards that you knew. Can you tell me right now? Hook a brother up. Or, I mean, in actuality, hook a fellow furry up. I am a groundhog. Today, I identify as a groundhog. So, hook a furry up. If I'm dumb, is every trade technically dumb? I don't know. Can dumb people only do dumb things? Gold just keeps moving up. Oh yeah, what a just slow grind. Dumb and Dumber can be my trade name. I'm thinking, what is the maximum of dumb? Dumbest? I think dumbest. I think dumbest includes you are the maximum of dumb. If you are the dumbest. So yeah, your name should include dumbest somewhere. Right? I think that's how the English language works, right? The maximum of something is you just add est. Okay, here we go, maybe. Oh yeah. Well, not the first time, won't be the last. Keeping the West Wild. Dumbest trader. There you go. That will suffice. Hey, good morning, David. See, I'm trying to trade the range. Now I picked the range wrong in the sense of it didn't go up high enough. That's why. That's why. It's always a breadcrumb. You know somebody's a newbie. Or just flat out rage baiting when they're like, Clay, just trade the range. Here we go, kind of, sort of, maybe. I should probably cancel this out, but I'm too stubborn at this point. All right, now I'm trying to play the top of the range. All right, well, that's good. Got one out. Could still be a losing trade. All right, let's take risk off the table now. Whoops, by 6. There we go. Come on, hit those next targets. Again, risk is off the table now, so that's good. I got into trading in 2006. Oh, come on down just a little bit more. You don't have to make it that big of a deal. Are you kidding me? Are you serious, Clark? No, 2006 trading. There we go. Thank you. And when I say trading, I mean chart trading. And I specify that, I specify that because once you know how to trade a chart, you can trade anything that has a price that changes over time because that's all a chart is telling you. So guess what? Stocks have a price that changes over time. Options have a price that change over time. Futures have a price that change over time. Baseball cards have a price that change over time. Rice has a price that changed over time. That's why the Japanese invented candlesticks, to help them with rice. So it has nothing to do with like, well, you've only been trading futures for 2 years, so you don't, it's like, no, that's not how, that is why everybody here, if you made a decision at some point in your career to learn charts, brilliant move. Because you opened up the doorways to all sorts of stuff. Put my next couple targets down there. I'm short on oil, so it will likely keep going up. Uh-oh, you're having a fade day, huh? Keeping the West Wild fade day. Thank you. I'm going to really let these ones try to work for me, so let's just move that next one down there. Well, at this point, let's really go for it. Let's try the bottom of that range again. Maybe this thing is going to be headed all the way down to... Again, I'm still going to consider this area the bottom of the range. Eek! Right off the pivot point. Dirty, dirty rat. And out. All right. Right off of that pivot point. But there we go. Hey, Jimbo. Did anybody take that trade with me? Anybody short on that one or no? Was I in there alone? Got it. Good. Go Hawks. Glad somebody was with me on it. I took it but just scalped. Oh. I was short but way lower on the chart than you. You shorted the stock. No, you didn't, KRT. I don't believe you. There's no way you shorted the bottom. Don't believe you. You're just trying to get me worked up. You can tell that right here. This is the 2-minute. But I also have other time frames on my monitor over here. I stopped for the day, so purely vicariously trading. All right, cheers, G. Still short. Ooh, I like piggies. Good for you, Zach. If you're in the spot to be a little piggy, you be that piggy. Do I try another short? Is this once again going to be the top of the channel? I'm just a little worried because we have lows, and then on this rejection back down, only made it about halfway before starting to come back up. So is that a leading indicator that maybe the channel's done? We are on MC. We are on CLV for oil, if that's what you're asking. I don't know what that. Oh, for the micro? Yeah, I guess so. Yes. MCLV, correct. I took it, no bueno. What did you take? What's it? I think it will go up. Seem to be on upward trend. Are you getting long then, Caribou? I appreciate the cast with the hey, thank you, Total. And I agree. Yeah, hit that like button. Yeah, I'm a little worried about a short here just because on this pullback. So on this pullback, at least it broke down to take, to test and actually false break out of the bottom. This rollback here, build a nice solid higher base with the hammer. Now, am I convinced enough to try along? I'm not convinced of that either, but I'm going to just sit on my hands. Not yet, waiting for a clear sign from the market first. What would be a clear sign? What would your definition of a clear sign be in this situation? Wow, pink line again says, get out of here, boy. Guess I should have trusted it more. I will be interested in a long down around here. But as of now, we got a ways to go before that happens. I like pink lines. Yeah, in this case, if you're a short, you definitely like the pink line and the purple line here. I like pink lines and I cannot lie. These other brothers can deny. When a line walks in with a big old bitty thing, my trade plan gets sprung. Once it breaks the top range in that consolidation area and retest it. Roger that. So you like to do the... Would you buy on the retest? That's right. Peak that energy, brother. All right, BMR junkie. Hate to see you go, but I understand. I can understand. No, you're good. I see what you're saying. It's okay, Caribou. At some point, if you stick around, you'll meet a fella called Neil, and Neil will make you feel very good about your typing. So don't worry about it. We've definitely seen way worse. Like I said, stick around. Good to have you over the coming days. Neil will have you feeling just fine about your. Oh, there he is, right there. Yeah. See, Neil literally cannot type anything right. He's missing an apostrophe. So he had the typo, no apostrophe. Between the T and the S. One day, Neil will type an entire message properly. One day. But today is not that day. I'm in a trade. As if that's the reason why. I love how you're blaming the trade for your typing. That's funny. Good job, Neil. We all know, Neil, that even if you were not in a trade, your messages would be no different, my friend. That's right. Wes is speaking the truth over there. Okay, I'm going to call that the new Sideways channel here. I will cry. Yeah, I will, and I will be with you crying. Let's have faith. I don't know if I can have that much faith. D. Nolan, good question. I've never broken it that much. I am most heavy in real estate. I kind of did a little backwards, and in hindsight, I mean, I don't want to sound, arrogant, but I did choose properly. I was just timing right place, right time during the financial meltdown when real estate just collapsed and it was like the dumbest thing ever. So that's where I poured a lot of resources in back then. And now I'm kind of playing catch up on like the investing in stocks and stuff because I decided to go more for real estate at that point, which again, that was a smart move because man, real estate got dirt cheap. But yeah, as far as like, is it 30? I don't have that breakdown. But yeah, if most is real estate, and if you want to consider like private lending as part of real estate, then I guess that category gets even bigger. But private lending, I do quite a bit with that. That's a good chunk of it too. But at the end of the day, Nolan, I'm not sure you can really go wrong per se. Like, if you have a stream of income and one is a job, and then you have trading, and then you have some dividend stocks, and then if you pick up, something, in the real estate market, like just more so, just go for. Don't get too bogged down in that. Okay, let's make sure it's 33%, 30. Just do some different things. It's amazing what a work ethic and skill set can do. Mark, when we were, I went over there just to help out as always. And Mark was like, "Hey, so what do you think is the best way to kind of fight inflation in the near term?" And I'm like, "Dang, good question." So I said, "Well, for you, I would say it's your skill set and work ethic. Like, you have a good skill set. You know how to do a variety of things in the construction business, and you have a fantastic work ethic. Like, that's going to be your best tool to fight inflation. It's just, stay involved, right? Because sure, inflation may cause drywall expenses to go up, but if you want to make, $50 an hour or whatever that is, well, then you just keep charging $50 an hour. And if you think a job is going to cost you or take you 10 hours, well, you have your labor costs right there, 50 or $500. And if drywall prices go up more, well, you just pass that to the consumer. Like, that's just how it works. So if your drywall cost is now, $200 instead of $100, well, now you're, instead of charging your customer $600, you're charging them $700. And you just say, yeah, sorry, inflation, it's going up. It is, sorry, and which is fair. You're not ripping anybody off. Your cost of material costs went up, so your bids you got to give. So I guess, Nolan, what I'm telling you is at the end of the day, it's kind of like that with income streams. Like, don't get too bogged down into like mathematical formulas. Just do stuff, right? Have a good work ethic towards it. Just start doing different things, trading many different streams of ways that money shows up in your accounts every month. Hey, what's up, Ace? But yeah, I'm a firm believer in work ethic and skill sets being like kind of the holy grail. Work ethic being the main thing, right? And here's the nice thing about a work ethic. Like anybody can do it. Anybody can have a work ethic. It is a choice to have a work ethic, but you can do it. Like you can. If that's not holding anybody down. And if you have a work ethic, you can go get a skill set. Now that does not mean you're going to get the skill set to go be an NBA player, but you can get a skill set that can take you to where to some nice places in life. Again, my theory, as I talked about previously, it breaks down. Because if you have a work ethic in Somalia or North Korea, I don't know what that will really get you per se. Because I don't think there's that many opportunities there for somebody with a work ethic. But like if you're in a developed country and you have a work ethic, man, the world is your oyster. Marrying rich is the holy grail. You know, that's interesting. I gotta yeah. Like but no, not really. Okay, I'll just talk very broadly. So, here is something that you have to remember with the rich, and why a lot. If you wonder why, like rich, you look at like the kids, and the kids are kind of all jacked up and all this sort of like weird stuff. When you are rich to the point of like, just money is no longer a thing. A lot of purpose is lost. So if you marry into rich, here's how it will work. Okay, you need to quit your job. Now that may sound good. That may sound good. But if you enjoy what you do, no, you still need to quit. Why? Well, because if our family wants to go on a 2-week skiing trip, we're not going to like hinge on you being able to get time off work. Like we're not going to wait for you to grant or see if your boss lets you off work. No, we're going now. So that your job is actually counterproductive because it's preventing our ski trip. Now, again, on the surface, this all sounds great. But there is a point where ski trips, again, here's economics, law of diminishing return, things like that, believe it or not, I cannot comprehend it. To me, that sounds amazing. But like, that stuff gets old. The fact that you can just go buy any car you want, that eventually gets old. And meaning starts to be lost. And then they turn to drugs and alcohol and stuff like that because there's really, like, what's the purpose of anything? Like, they have no appreciation for anything. They don't have any purpose because, like, they just... So, as cliche as the saying is, again, I don't want to go too down, but, like, money truly does not buy happiness. It doesn't. So, yeah. But yes, there's like I said, there are some bits of knowledge where if you marry rich, you have to quit your job. And then it's just like, well, what do? You just like you lose like a job does still give somebody purpose, which is why I think a lot of people when they retire, and maybe I'm making this stat up, but I think people that keep working after they retire ultimately live longer. Because the job still gives them some sort of resemblance of a purpose. Yeah, but what I'm saying is the end result of that, Caribou. The end result is kind of like a purposeless life. And that's where I think it's. Let me put it this way: from what I understand, and kind of, I don't want to make it sound like I have like all these intense connections. That's what I'm saying. But I'll just put it this way: if I ever see like or read about a very wealthy family and their kids are all messed up on drugs or alcohol or needing to check into rehab, blah blah blah, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked by that. Well, we got close to potentially a long, but not quite there, so no trade. Long's living dudes are old farmers waking up at 5 a.m. Yeah, and I think because farmers, they have a pretty big purpose too, right? It's like my parents. They retired and now they both work at a nursing home, like as greeters, and they're all full. I mean, I let me put it this way: I'm in the know because it's a nursing home in the city that my mom was born and grew up in. So, man, I if one of my friends' dads finally dies, or if one of their friends finally dies, they are in the know. But they enjoy it. They are doing their because it gives them something to do, right? They're also crossing guards, right? Do my parents need that whatever they're $8-10 an hour? No, my parents they save. They have the I think my dad actually has a small pension, but like they have the 401k, blah blah blah. But dude, so do they need to be working for a little over minimum wage? No. But does it give them something to do? Yep. So when you don't have anything to do, it's kind of does weird things. All right, I'm going to try a long here. Let's see if it wants to come back up, get a bounce off this. So if this is the bottom of the range, let's see if we can get some sort of bounce up. If the green line turns blue, I'm in. Well, I'm glad I think I waited. Yeah, that would have. So had I gotten in long, I don't know if I would have been stopped, but a good chance I might have been. All right, oh, I'm going on a VWAP at this point. So I'm glad I waited. No confirmation there. You said no long, so I decided to spam micros. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, no soup. I'm not sure what you're getting at here. And how did we get there? Yeah, because Nolan asked that very good question. At the end of the way, just go out there and do stuff. In fact, like so, a lot of people for the podcast was like, hey, how about you just do a podcast on your own? Do something on your journey. So right here, this was my episode. I tell you my story, but that is my whole premise. Just do something. Do something. So if anybody does want to hear about that, I don't know. Maybe this is very like conceited. Like, what is that? What I can't remember. What's that word? Not self-righteous. Self-indulgent. Maybe I'm being self-indulgent right now. But if anybody wants to listen, there you go. That is essentially my journey right there. I went off your institution of no long, so I sure did. Hey, there we go. I guess the logic checks out. Yeah, I will say though, from a streaming standpoint, the action these past few weeks, it has been kind of brutal. Like I understand why the chat goes a little bit quieter, just because it's summer. This action just ain't it. So I do hope that we'll start to see some rebounds, and I don't know. Swap on ES and NQ. Oh, VWAP. What do you mean they're in the same area? Like they're both below the price right now? Oh, man. Yeah, okay, gotcha. I want to love some, I need to get kidding. I need to start dancing again. Okay, Clay, how does this summer get anywhere to your previous years? This summer, well, I don't have any. This is only my second summer live streaming. But yeah, in all actuality, this summer trading has been fantastic. Just because of the Iran stuff. Iran has kept plenty of drama in the market, where usually what we've been experiencing the past few weeks is essentially like the entire summer. But we have not had that because, especially in June and stuff like that, there is all sorts of crazy. No, Bat, 100% agree. Looking for something to do is doing something. 100%. In fact, in some ways, that can almost be like one of the funnest things. Now, you also have to be careful that if you take that to the extreme, then like you're going to suffer from shiny object syndrome. How did I ignore you? I gave you a thumbs down. Yeah, use your summer low. Yeah. Yeah, this summer, no, thankfully, and what's beautiful about futures is there's still money to be made. Yeah, as the price action a little bit more frustrating, but even if you just say something's within a 30-point range, I mean, just the way futures and the gains add up, 30 points is still plenty. I'm talking to you right now, you dent. Kyle, can you take care of Jimbo for me? I don't say so. I don't know. He needs some sort of humble pie. Dude, you already missed me dancing and singing with Kit. But because you only show up 3 minutes every day, you didn't see it. I thought somebody here at Caribou said Nanos was coming Monday. Yeah, he is. He does. He needs attention, doesn't he? That's what's crazy. And if you don't give it to him, he's just gone within like 3 seconds. But John 24/7, you nailed it. Is Jimbo an only child or a youngest? Oh! I'll let you answer that one, Jimbo. Renfrew has you. Goodness. Wow. He does make it obvious, doesn't he? Crazy. Got him, coach. Got him. John 24/7, Renfrew. Dang. That's crazy. Yahtzee, exactly. Man. Okay, Renfrew. What made you come to that conclusion? Because it was, as you just saw, you nailed the conclusion. So what was your logic that led you to that conclusion? Go ahead. Be honest. Don't hold back. Jim needs to hear it. It'll be good for him. He needs / loves. Oh! Oh my goodness. These people are reading you like an open book. Wow. Truly nailed him. That's wild. Renfrew, like you are impeccable with your logic. Probably the life. Okay, no, now you're falling apart. He is definitely not the life of the party. He's the guy that leaves the party 2 minutes after it started. And then he seeks out attention by claiming he was like kicked out of the party early or something. So he does ultimately try to get more attention from that, but claiming like, well, you guys kicked me out. Yeah, I have a brother 10 years younger that does the same thing. Yep, there we go. Renfrew, this is wild. So we had three families over. We had Jim's family over and two others. One family left at 1 a.m. One of them left a little before midnight. Jim, after showing up at like 7:30, was gone at like 8:15. And then he's just like, why'd you guys kick me out? You never invite me over. That's right. Ben is correct. I have told this story like 700 times. Here, let me tell it 701 times. You definitely did not trade, not even close to midnight. Oh my, that's just a, whew. Well, I mean, he is a salesman. So, like, the lies just are not, I mean, I don't know if they're lies. The exaggerations, oh boy, they flow like the salmon of Capistrano from this guy. I will try along down here if it wants to come down here. There we go. Let's go, brother. Well, he ain't selling us on the story. I mean, I never said he was a good salesman. I just said he is a salesman. I can sell anything. Yeah. If you define selling it as giving it away for a penny, yeah, I can too. He can sell anything. What he's leaving out is the little asterisk that says, if I lower the price to a penny. I told you guys to fade me on the oil trade. Thank goodness I got out at break even. Yeah, you actually did say that. Soy salesman? Has anybody ever had like a moment where like I don't life like it just doesn't make sense? Like you have an epiphany and you're like, okay, this what? Like you're just very confused. Has anybody ever had one of those moments? Like where you're just confused. And it's like a genuine, heartfelt confusion. Has anybody ever had those before? Or is it just me? Every time I wake up. Every stream. No, I'm saying like in a serious way. Like I don't. It's just black and white, and the black and white nature is I'm just confused. I had one of those moments, and I continue to have one. If you were to meet Jim's wife, you would just be like, "Wait, you're his wife?" And it's just like it's the epitome. It is the pinnacle of confusion. You guys would all experience the same thing. If you've been here long enough, you've dealt with Jimbo enough. If you were to meet his wife, you would reach the pinnacle of the mountain of confusion. You would be at the pinnacle of bewilderment, of befuddlement. I don't know if, yeah, yeah. Look at him in all caps. Look at him trying to get that attention. Renfrew, you nailed it. Look at this guy, all caps. Like, I wish I've never met your wife before because it's created so much confusion in my life. I don't like it. It's an uncomfortable amount of confusion in my life. I already got enough stuff going on. I don't need that. Oh, he cut it. He took it out of all caps. Okay, we're looking for a long here at the green line. We're getting kind of sort of close. Do you see why? Do you see why I'm so confused? Dude literally just threw his wife under the bus as if headphones don't exist, as if earbuds don't exist. Do you see the confusion? Do you see why I'm confused? A lovely wife and he just throws her under the bus like it's nothing. It's crazy. Do you see the confusion? Like the why you would reach the pinnacle of confusion? This is a take profit trader account. Yeah, exactly, Jimmy. Like as if none of us realize that there's these thing called headphones that exist. Wild. Wild. Hey, thank you, Wobbs. 50K account. 50K. Um no, it's not even standing up. It's he literally just threw his wife under the bus. He blamed his wife for something that, like I said, anybody that lives not under a rock knows that there's these thing called earbuds and headphones and stuff like that. A volume button where you can turn the volume down. Like that. Crazy. Crazy what I just experienced there. Hey, there's a big bust coming. Come on, wife. Let's go. Crazy. Crazy what I'm witnessing. I'm thinking about a short here. I do not have any Pro Plus accounts. So now, okay, so over here, remember, I was a little confused. We had no, okay. No, here, okay. So here was a little confusing because it came down, went up, and then on this attempt down, it did level out. So I'm thinking, okay, it's building a higher base. Maybe it's getting ready to head up. Now I'm having the reverse. I'm wondering, okay, prices come down. It has headed back up, but now that it's come back down, it's actually put in a higher low. So I'm very curious on if this can put in a higher low. If it can't, I'm sorry, put in a get through these highs. If it can't, then I don't know. Is this about to be a short here? Do I strictly promote TPT? No, I have codes for everybody. Well, for most people. Here's everybody I have codes for. But yes, I do love, I recommend, I think Take Profit Trader is the best, especially if you're a beginner. But no, I do not only have an association with TPT. Nope. And then Jim just leaves. Jimbo just leaves. See? Oh, there he is right there. Yeah, no reply. No reply after he just got exposed for throwing his wife under the bus. Nothing. If you don't want to get paid. Oh, that still really irritates me. The one dude. What was salty something? Woofy? I don't know, whatever. Yeah, Clay, I know you're talking a lot about Take Profit Trader, and I know I asked you a bunch of questions, but then I asked, I don't know if it was ChatGPT, but I asked AI, and AI was like, yeah, no, Alpha Trading's better than Take Profit Trader. And it's like, dude, Alpha Trader is on their way out. They're literally not paying people right now. So AI still got work to do, long story short. See, look at Blossom. Exactly, Blossom. That's flawless logic right there. Flawless. Not to mention, earlier, some of you saw, you got to see some of my dance moves. That was never before done. Groundbreaking territory. But I heard a song that I actually helped write the inspiration was actually about me. Anyway, it's a side point. But I broke out the dance moves too. Today will not be that day. I got on the Longhorn shorts. Booyah. Let's go. Let's go. This is the benefit of being this tall since 6th grade. I can still wear my clothes from middle school and high school. And in middle school and high school, I got into collecting college basketball shorts. And there they are. So yeah, I still walk around with, I think yesterday I was wearing Kansas, some Jayhawk shorts. 5'10". We'll go with 5'11". Jimbo, for the record, you absolutely disgust me the way you just threw your wife under the table, under the bus. Absolutely disgusts me. Clay, will you eventually buy a bench press for the background? Buy a bench press. That would, from a business standpoint, that's not a terrible idea at all. That would make me, I think, stand out. I guess I haven't done total research. Like, obviously, if I put a Lambo behind me, like, okay, that's about as cliche as it gets. But, dude, or like a squat rack or something? Okay. Yeah, maybe just the gym. Oh, well, no. Well, then forget that. That's not going to be original. Put a John Deere behind you. I do. Yeah. Maybe I could I could, yeah, if I live stream in the barn, I could have the John Deere. Again, Bentley, I'm not a Longhorns fan. I literally, like I said, in middle school and high school, collected me and like some buddies. Who remembers East Bay? Okay, you probably need to be 35 or older, I think, to remember getting the East Bay magazine. Anybody remember that? East Bay would show up, was it like once a month or once a quarter? And then it'd be like, hey, Mom, could I maybe get a pair of... And then this is also... So Gonzaga. Gonzaga in basketball now is like a household name. It's not like, if they're ranked, it's not a big deal. If they're in the tournament, not a big deal. But back when I was in high school, that was like the beginning of Gonzaga. Like Gonzaga, like that was when they became popular and really good. And the Gonzaga shorts, they were always sold out. Always sold out in East Bay. But then I finally got a pair. Oh man, still have them. Yeah, exactly. So again, like I said, the benefit of being having been this tall since 6th grade, good things. Okay, 33. I wonder what that cutoff would be. Maybe 30? Like, I think East Bay's still around as a website. Yep, there they are. Okay, there's nothing going on here. There's a price action. Let's see. Wait, buying it. That you can't even buy. Wait, what? College shorts. All right. Wow, they've gone down. College shorts, nothing. Gonzaga. Oh my goodness. I might have to get these. Let's go. The red ones? Yes. Oh my, yes, that was it. That was it. That's what I'm talking about, that time period. That's when I was I graduated high school in '02. So yeah, this was still, does anybody remember these from Gonzaga? Dude, where, Slam? Has anybody ever bought from Slam before? Yeah, when they had Zach Morrison And Dan Dickow, oh my goodness, dude. I said, are these okay? All right, I'm keeping that tab open. I'm keeping that tab open. I feel like magazines died right around the time. Yeah, that would make sense. No. If they do Mad MX, I've never seen them, but I've never even seen the search for the passing. Dude, that's true. If I had a green screen, that's true. That's the only way I ever got name brand shoes was East Bay had clearance sales. Yeah, that's why I never really got any because my mom was like, only if they go on sale. All right, well, apparently I'm not going to get that. So I totally forgot about that order too, by the way. That could have been bad. I really stressed out about finding a job that matched my skill set, but I still was able to make. Well, what is your skill set, Alfonso? Maybe we can help you out. What is your current skill set? I went to school for aircraft mechanic. That's cool. So are you telling me there's no aircraft mechanic jobs out there right now? That seems like a good decision on your part. I don't see AI being able to fix up aircraft parts anytime soon. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Mad Max. Like, this dude made a very good decision. If I want to start building my dividend portfolio, where would you point me to? I like GCal. I think that's a good one to just start. Where did it go? It is high right now, but I think if you just kind of look at like what they do, what their premise is, and then just kind of look for companies like that, or if you just want to get a bunch of the companies for you and then just have them manage it, I think GCal is a good one to start with. Not in my area. That's why I need to leave my hometown. Well, there you go. Time for a little bit of an adventure. Are you married at all? I have zero scientific data behind this, and I could be totally wrong, but I think it's good. Like, if like you're newly married, I don't know, get away from everybody's families, kind of go on an adventure of your own. That's kind of my wife and I. We got married. I still had 1 year left of college, so I went. That was the sugar phase of my life. And then after that, but again, we were in Columbus, weren't anywhere near our parents. Then after that, out to Kansas City, knew nobody. I think it's good. I think it's good to go on a little adventure, Alfonso. Nope, just me. Oh, well then go for an adventure, brother. Let's go. Boeing's in Wichita, Kansas, really? I know there's a lot of stuff in like Overland Park, Kansas, and Lenexa. Like that's right by Kansas City, but I like SPYI also. Yeah, yep. And yeah, Jimmy, really? Just I would assume that you have a budget. If you don't have a budget, get a budget, and then every month, as you do your budget, just take a little money. Like, all right, from now on, I no longer make this amount per month. So, for example, just keep the math easy. Let's say you make $5,000 a month. After tag blah blah blah, and they're like, but I'd like to put $500 every month into the dividend portfolio. Well, now just tell yourself, okay, officially, I now only make $4,500 per month, and just have that $500 go into your account almost automatically, kind of out of sight, out of sight, out of mind type of thing. I have a buddy that works on helicopters. He had to leave Iowa, but easily makes $100K a year, and now he's working on logging. Where does he live? Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me. What a crock. What a crock. Man, things were going smooth, but hey, thank you. Thank you, percent. Appreciate it. In Alabama? Let's go. 150K a year in Alabama. That's a nice woo. What's that the equivalent of? Probably at least like $400,000 in New York City. Very nice for your buddy. A drip is where basically partial shares. Drip just means they'll take your dividends. So let's say if a company pays you 100 dividends for that month, it'll just automatically take that $100 and buy $100 worth of that company stock. So you just automatically reinvest it, to which I also do. And the nice thing about drip is, like I said, so event here. I'll show you what it looks like. So like all these are drips. That's yeah, just but like 33.2722, 59.4042. That's because I'm dripping. So every not like me dripping, but like I'm drip. I'm not dripping sweat or anything like I will be in a couple hours after getting out in the sun. But like I mean, drip stands for dividend reinvestment. I don't know what the I stands for. Anyways, it'll just maximize your dollar. So like you'll end up with a bunch of partials. I love the discussion, by the way. Talking some numbers, talking some aircraft. I mean, we're trying to solve people's problems here. I like it. There you go, Alfonso. Let's go. So, are you going to move, Alfonso? Are you going to relocate or what, brother? You going to go on an adventure? It's okay. You'll be all right. There was once a time where people got in big wooden boats to sail across an ocean for 3 months to go to a land where there was other people there that wanted to kill them. Now that's an adventure. If they can do that, brother, I think you can do your thing, man. You can do it. I have confidence in you. No big wooden boats needed. No 3-month journeys across the ocean needed. Just some gas. Driving on some nice roads. If a storm happens, it's okay. Just pull off. You'll be all right. No big waves. No big waves. I don't think you're going to get malaria or any other diseases as you drive across in your car. If they can do it, I have zero doubt in my mind you can do it, brother. After I get my second license, I should start getting job offers. After I get my second license, then I should start getting job offers. Oh, okay. So you are getting this second license so that you start getting job offers in your location? Is that what I'm understanding? So, in other words, you are improving your current skill set so that you do not have to move. Is that what you're saying, Alfonso? By getting this next license, you are therefore increasing the skill set. At this point, I don't know. I think I might just play the V. Oh, Duck Soul. Not maybe, I am. We got the smooch. We got the 50 SMA smooching right there with the VWAP. Yep, that's where my order is going to go. Does not mean it'll bounce, but that's where I'm going to try. Don't even try to stop me. Don't even try to stop me. There it is, right there. All right, have a good one, Johnny. What even? I think it's Jimmy. I think it's kind of commonplace now. I use Merrill Edge through Bank of America, but I think that's pretty commonplace. Like I don't think you need anybody special. Clay, why Merrill Edge? Because when I got started, $0 commissions were not yet a thing. Like it was still possible that you might have to pay commissions to buy and sell. But with, I don't know, Bank of America back then was saying, if you funded, I don't remember what it was, so XYZ amount. If you put XYZ amount into your accounts or whatever, then one of the perks is you don't have to pay commissions on your investments. And I'm like, all right. But yeah, at this point, shout out to Robinhood. Credit where credit's due. Robinhood now is I mean, you're not going to survive as an like to charge fees. No. But yeah, back then that was before, like I said, Robinhood kind of did their thing. Is anybody even here anymore? There's like 3 people talking. Do I just bail? Hello? HR, do you mean public debt is 40 trillion? 40 billion is like a drop in the bucket. I think you meant 40 trillion. All right, there are still a lot of people here. Fair enough. Do you like drag shows? Um, I've been to uh, a sprint car race, but I've never seen drag racing before. Isn't that the ones where they have the countdown light and it like goes dunk, 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 and then 2 cars just. So I've never been to a drag race show. But yeah, sprint. Sprint cars were fun. I do not drive any fancy race cars. No. When here I'll just whatever the yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I saw. These. I've been to one of these races now. That right there. In fact, I think I must have seen that dude. I think I saw the N05, that very car. Yeah, those are cool, but that's the only race I've ever been to. Never been to a drag race or anything like that. Uh-oh, did I Bueller? What did I miss, Bentley? Did you ask me something? I did get one job offer in Florida for 70 an hour, but I had to stay there. No, sir, responding. Okay, that make sorry. I should have gotten that. I should have gotten that reply. Oh, really, John? That's cool. Trying to get long down here at the green line. Yeah, have a good one, John. I love when I leave for a while and price is in the same spot. Yeah. Yeah, really? Yeah, today was a rough one for streaming. Where's 11 o'clock? We did have this. This is where I was like, okay, I'm listening to my loins. I don't know, my loins are saying get long. And I didn't. I didn't. So that was a nice move. That was I get and then after that, yeah. So from 12 to 2 for so basically 2 hours now. Just not a whole lot going on. But as an order I set at the bottom of the range. Where did you buy it? $379. Dang. Nice. Good job defining the bottom of the channel. You were pretty darn close to the bottom of the channel. Good job. What's the weather like today? I gotta go. I gotta go work with the boys. I gotta go work with the boys. $84 feels like 91. I'll take it. I'll take it, brothers. I'll take it, brothers. Thank you. The top is 29,408. The top of what? After passing test, you have to wait 24 hours. Yeah, with Take Profit Trader, when you pass, you'll be able to trade it on the next session. That's why I love trading, because you can make so much money if you know what you're doing and not be greedy. Yeah, trading has a pretty high ceiling. But anything with a very high ceiling, let me put it this way, the higher the ceiling, the harder it becomes, right? I mean, business owners, there is no ceiling for sure, right? Obviously, starting a successful business and growing it and blah, 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 not easy. Top of the range. Okay. Almost. You almost were right. You were off on the top of the range. Oh, so close yet oh, so far away. But that's what happens, Cody. So mean. Assuming he was probably looking to take profits at the top of the range, his definition being 408. Look how close it got. Then nope. Women make 70 cents for every dollar a man makes. I think that's probably opposite. I think women make way better traders than guys. This range, I Spain 10 and I swear, this dude. This range, I Spain 10 NQ. Not sure if you noticed, but 380 is yesterday's bottom. Oh, is it? I did not notice that. Neil, if you ever apologize again, I'm banning you. We know you don't know how to type, so no need to apologize for not knowing how to type. If you ever apologize for that, you're gone. Never, ever apologize for your ineptitude to typing. It's just... In fact, that's the only reason we keep you around, is because it's so funny to watch how bad you are at typing. Back from the food, or back from the gym and had food too. How are things? Probably the pretty much same price when you left. Okay. Gonna try the VWAP bounce. Well, I mean, I don't know how you define crazy moves, so maybe. How you define crazy within your strategy, John, only you know that. Bound to bounce. Oh boy. I have that voice too. This thing's gotta bounce. Sure, there's no way this thing goes any lower. I have that voice too. The bound to bounce. Oh, it's bound to bounce. There's no way it can't bounce now. It's already gone down so far. And then the market's like, buckle up, Cody. And then it drops another 800 points. Is it recommended to do a drip? I would do drip, and I do it in all my accounts, my IRAs, and then my taxable ones too. Can you imagine? I kind of want to give my number to Neil, just so I can start texting with him. But I have a feeling that my phone would last about 20 minutes before I chuck it up against the wall, because I have no idea what the guy's saying. No, that's fine, Jimmy. Those are good questions. They're actually kind of fresh questions. Don't talk a whole lot about drip investing in here, so like, kind of a nice change of pace. Not even with text to speech, yeah. Oh, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Okay, am I about to maybe get long here? Didn't I end yesterday's live stream with a losing trade? I can't remember. I think I did. That's okay. This one I have to at least try to take. Why not? Has it been 5 winning trades in a row? No, that's not true. Man. Cannot wait for Domino's tonight. What should I go with for my one topping? Usually I go with banana peppers. Chicken, they charge an extra $1, so that's out. No. What are you having tonight, Dean? What are you having for what do you have for lunch? What did you eat today, Dean? Again, only one. I got nothing against pepperoni, but there's only one. So it's just sometimes I want to go back to just my Ninja Turtle days and just cheese. I'll use Pizza Hut as toilet paper. Catalini? That's crazy. Don't know how it is in the US, but in the UK it's awful. Well, I mean, when you got 6 kids, you got to figure out efficient ways to feed them. And Domino's runs some good deals, and it's good. We like the pizza. Yeah, thank you, Jen. Yes, Code Clay helps with Domino's. You know about the Pays promotion? Spend $10 at Domino's, get $10 back up to 10 times. I don't know. I don't know about that. We always get points though. And then with the points, you can get like a medium pizza. To be fair, I have nothing against pizza. They just don't run as good of deals as Domino's does. My loyalty is towards the deals. But yeah, pizza, it's fine pizza. Pizza just tastes better though, the better the deal. So like Quick Star. Quick Star, I think Quick Trip is what other states call them. But at 4 o'clock, their donuts go down to 79 cents. So the selection is a little bit smaller, but like knowing that I just saved a massive amount of money on a donut, it just makes the donut taste that much better. Like who cares if they're not, fresh, just dropped off an hour ago. They taste fine. Just wait till 4 o'clock. It's just a good deal enhances the taste of a food. Oh, really? Data J, interesting. Yeah, no. I'm well aware of how COVID and inflation messed up the Domino's deal. Yeah, me and our older kids, we remember the days of $7.99 3 topping, and then COVID hit, and inflation hit, and all of a sudden it's $7.99 for 2 toppings. I'm like, I see what you did there, and now yes, $7.99 for a large, 1 topping. Yeah, I remember. I missed the 3 topping days, just like I missed the dollar menu at McDonald's. And I hope everybody is ready for higher prices. They're coming. You heard it here first. Inflation is coming back, big time. Just go check the news. What the Fed has said they're going to do. Their bond support program, aka let's just print money. They have now chosen. They've abandoned ship on inflation. They no longer care about inflation. And that this is not like speculation. It's literally basic economics and what I think announced on Wednesday. It was $4 billion or whatever every day they were going to use to buy bonds. But then they made, as soon as they see the market still react negative, they're like, or whatever it takes. Okay. So I hope you guys own some physical assets. For me, I'm pretty much out of the. I might get dinged on concrete, so I'm gonna stay on my guy. Be like, hey man, I want to get these concrete driveways poured. Let's go. Same with asphalt. So I still may not. I still may get punched in the face a little bit, but oh no, John, I'm convinced you'll be able to buy a house. Now, if you're able to buy the size of house you want or the house in the location you want, that's a different topic. But yeah, I think at least in I think you said you're in UK, but here in America, there is a house for everybody. 2 large what? Domino's pizzas? Yeah, I fully believe no soup. I used to do that too. 2 large Domino's pizzas. That used to be my norm. With that said, no soup. If that's what you do on a routine basis, I don't care if you're only 165. Do a little research into skinny fat. Sounds like you could be skinny fat. I don't know. But if you're eating that sort of thing on a routine basis and your justification is, but hey man, I'm only 165. I know. I know. Well, again, when you say pies, I'm not talking deep dishes. I'm talking like Domino's large pizza. But yeah, I can eat some food. I can eat some food. I'm undefeated in food competition. Well, I guess the food competitions I've ever done is like put your hands behind your back and eat this slice of pie. First one done wins. But I can I yeah. There's a reason why I think fasting works for me. Cuz when I eat, I'm ready to eat, but like the small meals thing does not work for me. I'm in. Give me that scalpy scalp. Let's go. I didn't even see the entry. Whoops. I'm over here talking about skinny fat. Oh. What I've done is I'll go get like a salad. I think the one brand was being blamed for the diarrhea parasite. Anyways, but like I like to eat a salad because that helps fill me up more, and then one large pizza is good. But yeah, my norm now is I have one large pizza for myself, and I'll eat that whole thing. Um, but I do that in conjunction with like a salad. Like what is it, Taylor Farms? Okay, let me show you guys. If you guys have access to this one, oh, Doxo. Get it right here. This is the ticket right here. The Thai mango chili, Taylor Farms. Oh my goodness. Amazing. But yeah, usually I'll have, and I'll eat an entire bag. So an entire Taylor bag and then a pizza. And then that helps me feel full. But I think I also read that was like a false accusation. I don't think that's actually true. Would not touch Taylor Farms if you paid me. Good, good. That means if we're at the same hangout sometime and they're offering Taylor Farm salads, more for me. Although these salads will be on their way out because once we get to the homestead and get that garden rolling, we're gonna have some good. We're gonna have some organic salad. Like I look forward to texting the farmer and asking him, "Hey man, can I get some of your cow poop?" I don't know if we need to do that anyways because Iowa soil is already so good, but I want extra good soil. So I want to go get some of its cow poop and put that in the garden. You guys think this live stream's wild now. Wait until we get out on the homestead. And I'm like, when you guys ask me, all right, Clay, what's on the agenda after the live stream? And I'm like, I gotta go, I'm going to spread cow poop. Or first I'm gonna go get cow poop. Then I gotta bring it back and spread it around. Yeah, maybe I will use my own poop. Although, I don't know, are gold bars, is that good for fertilizer? Is gold bars good fertilizer is the question, yeah? Yeah, you come on in. Yeah, is it a good song?
I think so.
All right, bring it over.
Okay. It's in it.
It's not playing. Whoa! You're gonna come right here. Now put your hand like this. Like this. Hop!
Okay, Benjamin, we're gonna play it.
Yeah, James.
Uh-oh. You feeling any better?
We're gonna get you down
They
on
can
the
hear it already.
ground.
It's fine. Put your hands up like the song says.
I better get back to work.
All right, you gotta better get to work. All right. Wait, you're supposed to be working right now?
Yeah.
Go work. You're gonna get in trouble.
I'll show you all.
Yeah, no, go do what you're supposed to be doing. I just was accomplished in distracting her from what she's actually supposed to be doing right now. At least she confessed. That was she's supposed to be doing work. No, thank you, Dean. I don't need any nuclear sludge. All right, well, what a dented trade that was. Man, I've had a couple. This was actually an all pretty bad stream. To be fair, I don't want to beat myself up too much. This is completely hindsight confirmation bias. But good grief. I mean, you guys heard me say this stuff, which is why talk is cheap, which is why I always get on people's cases, because I'm going to get on my case. Talk is cheap. Man, this seems like a really good long. Talk is cheap. Didn't take it. Boom. And then, I don't know, I had another trade. Got out scalpy, and even this one. Like, if I may say so myself, dang, I nailed the bottom, but took a little scalpy scalp. So, actually a pretty bad day. All in all. So, yeah. Whatever. All right, well, I'm going to call it good. I got to get over to the property, help the guys with some more sighting. But if you enjoyed the stream, if you want to help support it, this is completely viewer supported, no sponsorships or anything like that. So if you want to help keep the stream ad free and then just help keep the stream going in and of itself, then save yourself some money, because you can save yourself money by using code CLAY, which is all caps, so it's got to be all caps CLAY with any of these broke or prop firms. I recommend I love Take Profit Trader. But if you're with any of these other prop firms, then like I said, using code, whatever promotions, whatever deals and discounts they're offering, code CLAY will give you that deal. So right now with Take Profit Trader, 50% off and no activation fee. And like I said, code CLAY will get you that, and whatever any of these other prop firm deals are. So I'm going to go ahead and call it, like I said, good on your way out. If you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be great. I will be back Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern, so make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you're reminded of when I go live next. So thank you, everybody, for being here, for hanging out. It was interesting. Monday was a train wreck, but overall, the rest of the week went just fine. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully summer trading being done very soon here. So we will see what happens. But everybody take care. Have a good weekend. See everybody back on Monday.